Ini gue start dive.
Asik.
Baru 93 main defense. Aduh, yang tibek aja.
Kita
Iya
sudah
tuh si rajanya tiba-tiba.
Kurang ya guys ya,
kita sudah mulai live ya guys.
Wow.
Mana nih
Aku
bang?
jadi takut.
Sabar dulu. Apa yang gua live cok? Abang.
Wow.
Bareng Bella
Sabar.
nggak sih?
Kamu udah pakai stream key itu kan?
Udah masuk.
Lu live di mana cok?
Gitu amat
YouTube.
thumbnailnya.
YouTube
Oh,
mana?
apa sih?
Dominatus.
Dominatus.
Oh iya.
Iya.
Tadi gua nggak muncul.
Wah, ini mah menang anjir, bantai, Cok.
Gue bilangin, Bum. Ada. Menang, Bum.
Oh ini dia baru muncul. Anjay.
Easy win, Bum.
Postman on Rumble. This is already such a strong start for Boom Esports. Trying
Oh,
our
gila,
best.
Putana main
Udah.
Batman.
Has not looked their best
Pero
form
hitam
so
BTW.
far.
Iya betul.
Maybe if Neff and Juicy
Dua,
can
satu.
find the play
Ntar ya
from
guys.
those halls, it might
Kalian
get
Biar
a catch onto Famous if ever. But he's waiting now. Paranoia avoided by Famous. Still wanting to be that first contact. Here comes the stun. Gets the connection. Juicy wants to push it. It actually gets rid of Zero. So big pick here from Juicy. Standing up on the board. Close quarters is where trying her best is winning. But it's a 1v1 now. Low HP though for Omen. Styron trying to find the angle. But Berserk was ready for it. Classic is all he needs. And Boom Esports gets a fort.
Great isolation there from
Ako,
trying your
so
best to at least
Dua
deal
time,
with
dua
Famous
time.
first before anything else, but it all still went the way of
Oh,
Boom, especially
okay.
with that 2-kill clutch from Berserks. Now looking quickly into the ultimate department, Famous, Moria, Berserks nearing their big hitters here, and this is going to be very difficult for trying your best, especially now that they've also committed the operator for Zan. One wrong step, and that's so much map control lost.
But you could say the same right now for Boom Esports. They
Ooh.
slow peek San. They're pretty much dead to rights, and the
Barang
jump
Kapela
peaks
dong,
1
Bang.
and 2. I don't know if I'm watching.
Dong,
Dude,
bang,
I don't know if I
katanya.
was watching Bananas in Pajamas or something because they just
Yeah,
hop
but
around
mana
like
ya?
that, coming down the stairs, moving up now towards that A site. And
Nanti
overall,
diusahakan ya.
Boom Esports,
Ah.
they now know they have the intel rather.
Nathan,
for the
Cok.
operator,
Asu.
and look to find another place to call home.
Dia yang komen ternyata guys ya.
As Bananas in Pajamas.
Ya gue ganti dulu
I don't have
judulnya.
no reference. I actually
You
forgot
got
what
that
that show's
show
about.
Nanti gue ganti.
Boleh.
It's a kid show, man.
Yeah, but I forgot what it's about, you know? Not like the
Siapa
Big
ini?
Bear and the Big Blue House. or-
Famous.
Anyways,
Yeah, that's
Nggak,
Big
Boom
push
versi
on the
siapa
base.
ini
Oh,
sekarang?
boom
Yeah,
trying
sad
your
stories
best.
there, but right now,
Trying
Famous
our
even
best.
sadder doesn't
Trying,
find any
oh yeah,
way to
trying our
cover.
best.
Siren though
Trying
in
our
an
best.
angle here to fight, but the flash connects, and Moria takes advantage.
Easy
Flag
win,
goes down.
Boom.
It's 5v4 for Boom, and I love how they prioritize this B side just to get rid of that
Ini
operator
sebenarnya
value.
satu
3
ya?
coming in from the wonderful side here. 1 on the flank if ever, and it's Moria on that first contact alongside Berserk.
map,
Juicy though,
attacker
big
sini.
pick. Neff on the board as well. The
Bisa lah.
firepower's there from trying our best, but right now the angle's better from Berserk. Juicy flies high. Zero can't fight
Ini
back.
presiden
And it's
nggak
now
ada ya?
2v1. Explosive here from Juicy, but will it be
Iya, presiden
enough?
nggak ada.
Oi.
Maybe not, as Famous has his number. and
Cannot
it's
do
5 in a
nothing
row
lah,
for Boom
Bo.
now.
there was an inherent risk there for Boom planting the spike on that
Sangkui mana, sangkui?
Lu.
safe position.
Crazy Guy kemana,
near
boy?
the center
Wah,
of the B
nggak
site
tahu
because
aku.
again you have to
Aku
have
nggak kenal
bodies
deket.
on the site itself. You
Kayaknya
cannot
Crazy
leave
Guy
the
latihan
site
ya
to
sama
fight
Bleed ya.
forward. And
Subrek
that's where
guys,
Trying Your
subrek,
Best
di
did
subrek ya.
what they could. Fortunately, there was just so many angles and so many players still healthy at the end of it that Juicy, again, with the limited time that he had to force a 2v1 as quickly as he could, but just couldn't find the picks.
And trying our best, you can see that they can shoot back if they have the sight lines, but more often not, Boom Esports just in incredible positions. And such a good answer with the double control versus the double duelist.
OTP.
Moria though, he's DP'd as you mentioned, over on the staircase with the from the shadows, and timing everything yet again for Boom. Opportunity made with that first pick. They're trying to go for that A side, but the Rolling Thunder gonna be the answer. Neff making a play by himself, gets the pick onto the spike bearer, so that's gonna stall Boom Esports and their push. NC Slasher though with the answer back. It's 4v3 for now, and Styron and the rest of the crew trying to hold down A. Moria though, oh, the timing on that smoke. Has to be Boom getting away from that site now.
Truly, as the dust settles, 3 versus 3, so many things happening there, and at the end of the day, it's just gonna be a run straight onto the C site. KG Util, ooh, I think he was able to save the turret too, so that's gonna be up and running for the next couple of seconds.
Aduh, nge-whiff.
Quick little use of the Seekers just to get that bit of information already. That's going to dictate where Boom
Jangan
is going
spoiler
to place
dong.
themselves on the post. Time
Oh iya ya.
willing to favor him trying your best, so they have to run quickly into the site to start moving for this retake.
And Essex Sasha in such a forward position
Gila.
thanks to the intel
Aku
that he
mid dulu
gathered in the
guys.
first place. Paranoid doesn't
Kenapa?
have connection, but Styron would
Mid
swing
dulu
in the
bentar.
hit. Big pick now to
Oh,
give a
okay,
chance
okay.
here to trying our best. But Berserks, other plan right now. Alongside Famous, still playing towards Mount Juicy, taking chip damage along the way. And who dares peek? Famous will answer. There's the first, there's the second, and there's the third. 6 now for Boom. They are just on a roll here, Asarai.
And you could really see the disconnect from trying your best. No one cleared the Nano Swarm. They did get that pick on the player hiding on top C, but it still wasn't enough.
Udah 6-0 aja nih.
Knew that they had to run in, find the last 2 players, but again, there was still
Yeah.
enough post-plant shenanigans
kaget
that
sih
the
ya
esports
sebenarnya.
had that could just buy them as much time as they can, and again, force trying your best to just say YOLO and, you know, look for the kills rather than just diffusing that spike.
Yeah, and is that the point we've been making so far? Yes, you have your bleed talent, so trying our best is still a different team. And perhaps without a bit of that leadership, it's a struggle here for trying our best to coordinate compared to what Boom's been doing so far. Styron, though, look for the impact. They line up for him, but the firepower's there for Boom instead. Big pick now from Berserks. Neff, though, with the utility to try and keep them at bay. TP out from Moria as Boom navigate away yet again where Shiro's waiting.
Man, you think that you get the one up against Boom at some point, but it hasn't happened at all. And it's been 6
13
rounds already.
Halo
Big
Peter,
struggles
halo.
right now from trying your
You.
best. You can see already Neff is just so afraid of what might
You,
be coming.
I mean,
Maybe even
you.
an extra lurk here for Boom. You just don't know what they're going to try to do. But Boom, they played a safer game. You know, just play as a full 5 already. They got the site, they got the numbers, and trying your best, realizing this, they're like, yeah, no, we saved it.
Yeah.
Viper setup has been
Tapi
working
kayaknya orang-orang
time
pada
and
nggak tahu
time
deh
again,
ini
Asarai.
trying your
Whether
best tuh
it's Moria
banyak
using it,
mantan blit.
whether it's Shiro using
Ya,
it,
soalnya mereka
that
mungkin
one
beberapa
lurking
nggak
controller
ngikutin
player
banget
has
lah ya.
given so
Banyak
many
mantan apa?
openings for Boom, not just
Blit.
on A side, but
Ini
even
kan
on
mantan
trying
B
your
side
best
as
mantan
Neff
blit.
sees the guiding
Oh,
light
wise.
for an
Tiga ya?
extra 2 while the rest of the team save.
Si
It's
Neff,
such a struggle here for trying our
habis
best.
itu
Boom is just looking
Juicy,
to be that
habis itu si
well-coordinated machine
Redla.
that we expect from them.
Yeah, and you mentioned it as well, right? There's just so many options with the Shiro Viper wall on A that you can even it can even influence the
Lu
C
udah
site
di
just
speed up
because
belum?
it,
Peter?
it gravitates
Di
to the
dua
rotation
kaliin.
of the defender.
Video
Oh,
apa
iya,
Since
apa?
Lotus is that 3-side map, there's just
Ini
so many places that
live
people
chatnya
can't
seperti
really
biasa.
afford unless they're really
Gelut.
absolutely crap. But we have seen at every start of the round, they just get picked off.
No, you're right, because you said it yourself. 3-side map, it's pretty much par for the course.
Bang
The defense is
Peter.
spread out, and Boom Esports has taken
Eh,
advantage of
Bang
that.
Mil. Ada Golden Blue di sini guys ya.
Kamu nge-live Bang Peter?
Ada Golden Blue di sini guys.
Keren
Iya.
Bang Peter.
He's got the great wall Shiro on the A side.
Keren.
Bawel banget naik ke sini buat ngatain gue doang. Asyik emang.
Keren Bang.
Full paint shells now, calling the attention of Boom Esports, who does
Aku lihat,
get
Pit.
away from C.
Hah? Udah balik, udah balik.
Doorway open for those paint shells.
Kesibukan kuliah hanya beberapa jam saja.
The Trailblazer goes
Wuih.
back, gets Sanction Paranoid into play,
Buset,
and
pede
Team
banget tuh.
Slasher, a single tap to the head is enough to dull those blades. Big pick here from Boom Esports yet again. They have the advantage, and of course, with their patience, they back away from it.
Please tell me will Dominatus
So
win.
frustrating too, though. Like you already
Yes,
with the
of course.
there's
Yes.
the
Aku gituin ah.
pressure, rather the paranoia coming out from Moria. What are you supposed to do?
Yes, of
Now,
course,
yeah,
anjing.
they still have some time figuring things out. They look like they wanted to go for the A site, but there's a call to just have the full 4 basically do a quick push onto B. The flashes are there, the setups and everything. There's no nade anymore from Juicy because he broke the Killjoy ultimate a while ago. But now they're gonna have to go to the beat grinder.
Oh!
And Juicy hits 2!
He got
Oh, he
two
has to go
there.
down.
That's so big from Juicy, and now Berserks with the
20?
answer is 2v2 you mentioned, but Shiro, oh, the lurk right now. And Styron's just waiting for it here, Asarai. Shiro
Wih, kebantai nih.
versus Styron, so close. But Styron, oh, it's a safe plant, can't find the
Jadi
answer.
satu-
It's there, no
jadi
jump
satu
from
poin.
Berserks.
Nggak tahu
Oh,
saya.
It's the intel. Distracted right
Ada
now.
tim Dominatus dong.
2v2 again. Now Swarm ready to play Shiro. Dangle, but Styron wins out the battle. 1v1. And Berserks goes insane with a 3K at the end. Holds the line down and keeps Boob's record perfect.
Wow.
Anjay, cok, 8-0,
Credit where
cok.
credit is due, trying your best.
Easy lah bro, for boom.
Crazy two
Si Wing nggak sih?
headshot with
Si
the
Wing nggak
Guardian. to stop them from going to the B
Not
site
even
and then
trying,
doing well,
asik.
dipping his hand in that just to make sure they can fend them off. That was a solid chance, probably one of the best
Secupu ini
chances that
kah?
we could have maybe seen from trying
Nggak,
your best
maksud-
to hit
aduh.
around. But boom,
Cupu
he's
Ini mapnya
still
siapa?
Sejago
not
ini
gonna get
kah? Boom
denied.
gitu.
Berserks
Nggak
is
tahu.
in
Nggak
form
tahu,
here.
entah
He is
boomnya
not
jago
losing
atau-
any
Oh,
fight
boom
whatsoever.
Omongannya
Boom
dia
Epic.
amanin ya guys ya.
Boom Epic.
Call you out, you know?
Boom
Heard you.
Epic
Call him out a
berarti
while ago, and
ya si
well,
Boom
here in the
attacker
opening
kan di
season,
map attacker
this
lah
is
ya.
the Berserks that we
Kayak
expected.
gitu tablet ya?
Terus
Even
Boom
Bass essentially
kayaknya
already
nggak tahu ya
holding
bisa
down the
comeback
line,
sih.
gets by the paranoia. Shiro trying to navigate through, but the swings from the two
Bentar,
controllers
bitrate
yet
tuh
again,
berapa?
the pressure just mounting versus trying our best, and they can't handle it. Spike goes
Ini
down,
siapa?
fighting for
Gua-
Shiro, don't mind that. Shiro
Ada yang
right
nanya
there.
nih, gue siapa?
Fire actually gets the kill. Moria don't
Belum
answer.
Ranger
Ayo,
ini.
siapa?
Teleports
Ayo,
on away,
perkenalkan diri
retreat
Anda.
from Berserk.
Halo,
Being able to
saya-
hold down the line by his lonesome, just shorty enough.
Siapa coba?
With the extra bit of help from Moria on the
Kenalan
other
bang,
side.
oke.
Again,
Gua itu
some perfection still.
sebenarnya
Again, just they know they got the lead. They don't want to take away
Gimana ngomong
anything
ya?
from that. They just keep pushing it and trying your best. Is just getting farther and farther back. in terms of
Siapa sih, Bang?
their knowledge.
Gue juga nggak tahu gue ngapain di sini ya.
Like, they just
Temennya-
plant
temennya
themselves
Milen.
somewhere and see if
Temennya
they
Golden
can
Blue.
Gue temennya Golden Blue ini yang
this
lagi
land.
yang lagi komen tuh tadi lu siapa sih bang ya, emang suka lupa
Kinda
teman
like scorched
orangnya.
earth here from Boom. They've
Emang
salted
gitu.
every single angle that they could
Masih baru
utilize.
paham gue.
Trying our best.
Coba
Haven't
dipahami,
found anywhere to
dimengerti.
bloom from.
Coba lu nonton dulu match ini.
Also, Nap still repeaks it.
Tolong ini
And
siapa?
trying our best. It's just not
Gua
very
itu
good. Boom
penyelundup di
Stopper
tim
flies
Dominatus,
high.
guys.
Famous
Nah,
knows he's
itu
right
dia.
there and
Iya,
Siron.
gua tuh impostor
Gets
di
Boom stop basically.
Dominatus.
2 down and the
Namanya dong,
C-side
namanya,
is for
namanya
Boom
siapa
take.
namanya?
Mau gua
Imagine you hear that
Nama gua
Mario
Razor.
music in the background.
Asik.
and
Ya.
You're just
sama orang padahal.
Pun orang itu ya.
Aku
Don't
orang
worry,
padahal.
I'll
Iya.
double
Iya,
down
iya.
with you, buddy.
alright. Thank you.
But yeah, Boom
Dong di
Oh,
they
like dulu
they have had
katanya.
all the odds working in their favor, and as of right now,
dulu ya,
NC
guys, ya.
Slasher
Subrek
alongside
juga
Famous,
jangan
they're
lupa.
prepared for this. The flash comes on now.
dilemparin
Red
dulu.
Oh, Moria with a covering fire, and boom!
Wah,
again,
anjay.
there's one,
Anjay.
there's a second, and now they have 10 because of it.
Cek.
man, it just feels like they thought that they had the one contact. And you're absolutely right. There's an
Wah,
extra
lumayan nih.
person right behind you. They're looking at Moria.
Lumayan nih.
Tapi ini kebantai banget, gila parah.
Behind his teammates,
Wah, gila,
like,
Cok.
physically. You know, if they get shot from the front, he's like,
Tolong pembahasannya
there's
jangan
no
itu dulu
refrag.
ya.
No, surprise, Moria's here. He gets
Sudah agak
the
sensitif.
namanya?
It is so
Agak
difficult to
sensitif
try your
dengan-
best here.
Apaan yang
You
mana
are
nih?
lumayan ini
speedrunning
agak
Oh
sensitif.
iya iya. iya.
map
Iya, iya.
of our C close.
Apaan
Itu
tuh?
apaan tuh?
Ada,
Apaan
ada.
tuh antum
Here's
ini?
the set right there.
Ini.
There's the nade.
Wih,
You
mulai
see basically
mereka mainnya mulai
everything
agresif
being
gini ya.
thrown here by trying your best.
Nanti
And
siap-siap
you
ya
already
ini
know
Mulai.
he's
Rajor
gonna
lu
abandon this,
nanti
but here's
Wah,
another
diklip.
perfect spike. If
Wih.
Sam or anyone else from this
Boleh,
forward
boleh.
push from trying your best,
13
gets him,
kosong ya
that's
ini.
going to be the spike down.
Bisa.
Moria can pick it up though.
Empat
He does
orang,
die.
empat orang nge-push
That was
game
a
in.
chance there
Lumayan,
for
langsung
trying our
lah,
best, but
all in.
Boom now
All in,
waiting
Boom nih.
towards
Ini.
the T side. Slash there.
Wih,
Oh,
nggak
GG
ngeker.
gets the first hit.
Wah,
Their best
oke.
is had enough, but they
Habis,
still lose the fight
bro.
anyway. That's
Ini
right.
13-0 ini, ya
After everything is
Allah.
said and done, the push will end their magical
Emang
journey by
kenapa
the
bang
lobby.
trying your best ini bobrok banget bang mainnya? Apa gimana?
Kayaknya boomnya lagi dapat banget dah.
Mungkin dia mikirnya mau bikin
Kayaknya-
pressure ke
I
boom
did
kali.
say a couple of rounds ago that was
Kayaknya
a
map ini udah dibaca
Also,
diinin
that was
banget sama
also
Boom,
a good round.
dipelajarin sumpah.
Almost caught Shiro. They almost dropped the spike.
Tambah lagi
He
mungkin
put
boomnya
Boom,
lagi
but then
pedes-pedes lagi em gila.
Gacor.
Lagi
Boom
prime
gacor
banget
nih.
kayaknya boomnya nih.
Saying it already, trying our best. They have the talent,
kosong.
they have the firepower.
Belum,
But
Cok.
unfortunately for them, the coordination
Nah,
of
13
Boom
kosong.
Esports is just second to none.
Panas
They
kita.
haven't dropped a single round here on
Udah
the
kayak
attacking
gini,
side.
Boom
That's
ini udah
right. This is
13-0.
looking to be impossible. 13-0, no caster curse here forever. They have so much money to work with on the last
Waduh.
round even. And sure, the Guardians have gotten something.
Ini
for trying
kalah.
their
Yang
best.
ini, Pin.
Yes,
Oh
Jangan
ini
fokus
absolutely
sama
a
base.
good place from
Waduh,
Nap
lu
and
pada
Juicy, but
ngapain?
masang
it's
ini.
just not
Watch party, watch party
Watch party
di
di
YouTube.
Watch party di YouTube.
there's a
Jangan
Copium in
ngomongin
here
itu, anjing, Tak.
somewhere where
Turnamen,
Lotus is heavily
Turnamen
attacker
apa?
sided, so maybe
turnamen ESL Clash of Nations
trying your best to come here,
2023.
but I mean, to say that at least is kind of
Dominatus
ridiculous.
aja
It
cek
is
di
looking
YouTube
maybe
tim
potential
Dominatus
to
nanti langsung
but
muncul muka
trying your best to
Peter
get
di
that
situ.
value on the Guardians as you were
Asik.
mentioning. But Force is
Kak
actually
gue.
being, done here on B. No commitment as the smoke does at least save some vision, but never mind. Mine's gonna be on
Tapi
site.
sumpah loh, Boom ini lagi
I mean,
kacau.
a single point will do wonders for trying our best in terms of their confidence. But
Gacor
as of
guys.
right now, Boom
Gacor.
Esports
Trying our best
Nggak
udah
boleh
coba
bilang
buat
gacor
bikin
guys.
pressure, tapi
Parah, mantap banget sih.
lockdown though, and this can be a good sign for trying our best. But Famous now with a
Tiba-tiba
facial
ada
slot.
Gila,
It's
Shiro,
actually
udah nyampe
that's
situ.
Coba di website
lockdown
ini.
from Juicy as well, but Shiro trying to get him on the way.
Sampai
But
ada
Juicy
donat-donat
finds him.
judi
Masih kena delay.
ya guys ya.
4v4, Moria though getting the advantage back. This waterfall position here from trying our best.
Kita ban mereka
difficult
ini,
to
kita
work
ambil.
with because Boom's ready
Iya,
in every
iya.
single on the side. Beautiful one back though from Juicy evens up the odds. Nano
Ini
Spartan
kalah
off to go for the
13-0
stall,
sumpah.
But Famous, here we go yet again. It's picturesque
Blip.
from him
Not
with
time, not
that
time.
shot. He's hounding that
ini
final
13-0
target.
sumpah.
And here you go with an
Feeling
off-the-graph
ya,
even.
feeling.
It's 12-0 for Boom at the end of the
Enggak,
half.
duitnya mereka habis.
Iya, iya benar-benar.
Again, you think
Kan
that there was a
ini,
chance
Bang,
there for
kan
trying your best. They're
reset lagi ini pisoron, Bang.
all the frags
Iya,
necessary.
astagfirullahaladzim. Ya Allah. Sorry guys.
Counter swing from
Agak
Aduh.
kebentur. Palanya agak
Tuh,
kebentur.
ada miskom ya guys ya.
Again, a
Tuh,
possible
lupa,
30-0
astagfirullahaladzim.
on the first map.
Tapi
here
banyak sih mereka
on
nggak ada
Lotus.
uang soalnya jadi reset semua.
It's looking very likely from how Boom has been playing. Luckily for
Tapi di
trying our
reset ini
best
kita
though,
nggak tahu
we
ya.
still have Ascent which was there.
Ingat, masih bisa comeback ya real
Iya,
dia.
masih bisa, iya, masih bisa.
Map kedua masih bisa, map kedua.
Betul, masih banyak map guys.
Ini best of 3 ya guys, ini baru map pertama.
All throughout the year, even with the
Real.
former roster. And with what they've
Kita
done
tetap
with
final lawan
Shiro
ini ya.
and Moria
Indo
right
Pride
now,
kita guys.
it's just
Dom
a
versus
different
Boom.
look of discipline
Nah,
from
Indo
Boom
Pride.
Esports. Contact
Ya, kalau
now.
Dukung
As
Boom.
trying our best is
Boom
looking
menang,
for it
kalau
versus
Dominatus
Berserk. So
menang,
jumping so
ketemu
there for
nanti.
the intel.
Iya,
Trying our
rematch
best,
lagi.
trying one last time to get around here.
Beda tapi.
Biasa itu masuk.
Another
So
roster.
Dapat
Zan doesn't
satu.
get caught by any
Dua.
mobility, and Shiro left on an island quickly.
Satu
Dispensed
kosong.
with by
Wih.
and Zan's not done.
Panas nih.
He's not
Hello.
even close to being finished.
Dapat satu ronde.
Oke.
Nah, kan
Iya,
13-0 kan.
iya.
ya.
As your work
1-12.
is done, versus one, it's all
Tapi
gonna be
susah
down
juga sih
to
sebenarnya
that
buat
lonely omen.
netepin
Yeah, and
Boom di
that's right.
12.
Maybe you're right. Maybe Lotus
Iya.
is
Ya,
that attacking
kayaknya
side of the
bakal
map
tetap
where trying
kalah
our
sih
best
Blue
and go for
di
the
sini.
rally.
Iya.
But
Tapi ya,
Soalnya ada-
kalau
still a threat to the
Ya, seenggaknya
classic.
trying lah ya.
1v3.
Iya.
For the time being, just backs
Game
on
belum
the
selesai
way.
masih ada kemungkinan big comeback.
Okay.
Trying your best.
Terus trying your best.
So it's
Ya.
gonna
Yeah.
be a-
Namanya udah trying our best.
There's gonna be a maybe
Yeah.
looking for the
Mereka masih
frags.
trying,
They
guys.
don't know
Masih
where it
BO3,
is.
masih
They're
panjang perjalanan.
guessing.
Wah.
Surprise, but not
Bisa aja
enough
nih
versus the
comeback
quick
nih.
reactions of Juicy. And
Bisa
try your
jadi.
Iya,
best.
berharap
Finally gotten around on the
Harap
board.
gitu
The
aja.
side, it favors
Lebih
for
ke
Double Duelist
OT ya.
anyway, so this is their chance here, Asteroid, to try and rack up a few rounds along the way.
Absolutely.
14
Again, trying to
12
build that
anjir.
momentum if they can.
mulus siapa tuh?
Yeah, they could, as now,
14,
again,
12.
Juicy still
Pedih
one of those
batuk.
teams that
14-12.
can
Astaga
look
Tuhan.
for in
Sampai kagak
terms
dikasih
of
satu round sih.
just absolute crackability.
Tapi lu kalau jadi 14-12 lu gak dapet
That's
untung.
a, that's a new one from you.
I know, I just actually just coined that right. This is what
Perasaan
happens when you
saya
don't
guys ya.
cast for 2 months.
Where's my Asteroid dictionary?
Jokes, jokes.
Let's add an addendum, 2023 off-season
Ini harus
edition.
di-
So we go now into the
guys ya.
battle, and with the anti-info here for trying our best, they have a good chance to just take down the
Aduh,
members of
di-push
Boom.
dong
And
sama
his rifle in
Boom
hand,
Boom.
low HP though for him.
Boom,
The
ini
flash
sampai
coming in immensely
Tristy nih.
faster, well, and Styron answers back with a smoke of his own.
Masa iya?
Saving some guns because of the
Ya
low
kan?
HP state.
Masa iya sih?
As a boom bot,
Nggak
as a
kecek
boom bot,
Tiga kecek kanannya, Cuk.
idea. Oh, it's gonna go for
Tiga
it.
kecek kanannya.
Wah,
Ente,
Ya, ya.
ente,
Ya.
Three
Peluru habis.
before he falls because of the reload. It's 2v2
Dua-dua
now,
nggak
and
apa-apa,
Boom
Cok.
Esports
Kalau
are
klasik kan?
trying to steal this round
Iya,
away.
satu
Joe.
hit satu hit.
Masih ada berserk.
Ya, kena
Nah, mereka main berdua.
Ngapain Nancy Slasher?
Combination of the last 2 players
Kayaknya
that's
dapet.
gonna merit the
Nggak tahu
rotation
speknya
quickly
drop
here
ini atau nggak tahu sih.
from
gimana. Harusnya
Berserk.
tahu.
Harusnya tahu ya.
And his decision is to
harusnya
actually go all the way for the flank. I do
Oh,
like
dia
this because
flanking.
if he does get into mount, he could get himself a weapon or two
Ya,
there.
kira nggak komit
Especially
kayaknya.
maybe the sheriff, and you can
Jadi
see
masih-
Net is
Seenggaknya
so
kalau Breach
aware
mati
that
dapat
he's
tuh.
just, you know, looking at both angles. Also wants to
Oh,
make sure that
Net
the
Aduh,
match
aware,
is
aware.
well taken care of. Because
Oh,
he's
tapi
just one
shorty ya.
tap falling down.
Oh, no, no.
And
Vandal
yep,
anjing.
there it is. The pickup
Yeah.
on the Vandal. This is very doable right
Ente.
now. Poor
Yeah.
Berserk. He hits the shot, but denies.
Big chance there
Wih,
for
wih,
Berserk.
Wih, stunting luar biasa.
Keeping
Stuntingnya
watch
dan
on
Taunting
the
tipis-tipis ya guys
position.
dari
That
Aduh.
winner
trying our
gets
best.
up, someone
Itu udah makan tipis lagi.
Trying best, gets a second. It was
Bro,
close,
bleed without
though.
scary only or
Boom
with a lot
Esports.
of money.
I'm not too sure
Ada
they
komen.
went for the force fight
Good
there. I
for
think
bleed,
it was
remove
just
Juicy for ye.
whatever they could scrounge along the
Apa?
way. They
Coba.
still have enough money, half armor, rifles to boot. They only single round here, Asteroid, and they're willing to take that risk just to end this map.
Yeah, and I mean,
Nah, juicy ini
is
tuh.
it truly a risk when you have like 10 rounds to go
digoreng.
through it? So
Yeah. I mean, the pressure's on trying our best.
Gue
They
yang like
have to be able to stand
Gue yang
solid
like apa
against Boom.
komennya nggak
Paranoid
nonton.
against connection. Now, still with the push,
Nonton
and
YouTube
Famous
apa
will punish it authority. Moria, no, here by Rumble, and trying our best will crumble down to the pressure hit again. The wall is up, and trying our best are just left to pick up the pieces of who's left behind. 2 versus 5. And how can the attacking side even make their side take work? Famous is here, ready by the doorway again. Styron, Juicy, this is a struggle for them. The swing though, Styron gets at least one to work with, but the job isn't done yet here for trying our best.
yeah, gotta give it to Siron. He's been getting a
Udah
lot
spam
of these
GG di kolom
really good
komentar.
kills out of nowhere. The 1v1s, he's just clearing angles very cleanly here for trying your best. Still, the team though, numbers disadvantage.
Yeah.
They have to start to get a pick first rather than getting the side itself. They know this. They're
Di-push
trying to get a little bit cheeky, but positioning from Boom is so aware of that. Moria in a position.
Diculik
uses multiple
satu-satu loh.
footsteps, now coming
Tapi
back
kok angle-nya
to
begitu
offside
ya
itself.
si itu anti-slasher ya?
It's turned into a 3+2. So
Kayaknya nggak expect deh si Moria ngeliatinnya kayak gitu.
drop down the numbers of their opponent. But here comes the hard part, the retake of the Boom Esport players.
I love that call though for trying our best. Get that pick, make sure it's still doable, and go back to the A site that they've cleared out already. Boom though coming in from the top side. Juicy needs to buy a sip of strength here.
Juicy,
He
boss.
does so versus Moria. Something else perhaps. 2v2. Boombot's there. Berserk all the way. Boom Esports, the high ground, the best ground, and it has been
Harus
their
di-jinx
best
gitu
map
ternyata.
proven.
Iya,
13-2
Jinx,
to
coy.
end
Juicy
the
itu
first map of this
jago.
series, the first map of the Clash of Nations SEA
Sarkas
qualifier
apa?
in
Gua nih.
convincing fashion
Nggak tahu.
from our Indonesian hopefuls.
Very convincing. No 13-0, but 13-2.
GG.
Still a pretty dang good scoreline to say
Nice
at
try.
the least. That was massive from Boom here. We saw just how well this
Dominatus
team
untuk
can
lagi.
really go for it. Once they have time to just take a breather, figure out what was going wrong in the plays that they had in the past, and now
itu
it looks
bannernya
so
kecilin
refined,
lagi
at
dikit
least
lagi
here
tuh.
on
Enak,
Lotus.
Yeah, their good grounding, especially in that first half, was just second to none. They would always know where to find opportunity, always find a way to play off the smokes from Moria and Shiro, and then especially that Viper setup was the biggest bane of trying our best's existence. They went for the full send in the last few rounds there, Asra. It still was enough versus Boom Esports, and there's so much confidence right now for Boom. After a commanding game like that, they're in position to take the rest of the series.
Absolutely. Again, it is only a best of 3, guys,
Bravo,
so
bro.
they are 1 point away
Kocak aja.
from getting deeper into this
Next map apa ya?
closed qualifier of ours. But that being said as well, there were some really,
tahu,
I
nggak
would
ada
say,
ininya.
promising rounds
Ada
for
di
trying your
sini.
best. Again, they
Oh,
had
next
some
map,
nifty
Asen.
little things that they were trying to do. They had
Asen.
some picks. It just didn't
Yeah.
really form
Remain-
on Lotus.
Heaven-nya remain.
Of course, looking realistic at how
Oke.
Boom played that so well. But
Ascen.
maybe that second map is
Berarti
going to
Berarti
be
picknya
a
Bleed ya.
tough cut for them. We'll have to
Yeah,
see
yeah,
again.
Bleed
It is
pick.
going to be
Top,
sent
top.
as
TOB-nya.
as we have seen,
TOB.
and
Rank
always a good
Orbis.
map for other teams to try to get
Rank
that comeback if ever. In any case, guys, we are going on a break. When we come back, it's game number 2, so do not go anywhere. We will be right back.
They'll run downside, they get the team wipe yet again, and they'll call it GG. It's called. Is this a game to you?
Udah
It
hidup
isn't
ya.
to them, or them, or them. This is global. This is packed arenas, home to the world's most passionate fans. This isn't
Kemarin
only
tuh
in-person.
yang di ESL ini Dom invite apa
This is
qualifier
digital.
sih? Qualifier.
Millions of people
Apaan?
tuned into over
Di ESL
30
ini.
languages.
ESL qualif.
Isn't just for the boys,
Invited
just
itu
for PC
Boom,
gamers.
Naos,
This is GG for all.
Fancy.
Oasis,
The era
sama
for
Fancy.
everyone. This isn't overnight. This is a legacy of 20 plus years pushing esports forward. This isn't niche anymore. This is 80 events, 350,000 attendees, 582 million live stream hours in 2022. This isn't meme display pics and faceless teammates. This is cheering together and putting a face to the name. This isn't minor league. This is the company trusted by the biggest brands and publishers. This is expressing yourself. This is the heart and home of esports. This is where everybody can be somebody. This is where fans become community. This is passion. This is for you. This is so much more. This is ESL.
Bang, jangan tidur bang.
Zi. Gimana ini Bro Razor nih kira-kira? Apakah Boom Esports akan ngebantai lagi di map Ascent ini? Apa Blitz bisa membalikan keadaan nih?
Ascent itu ini mapiknya siapa berarti?
Ini mapiknya Blitz harusnya.
Ya Blitz ya harusnya ya. Tadi kan harusnya Blitz memiliki kontrol map yang lebih bagus daripada Boom-nya harusnya karena ini kan mapiknya mereka.
Betul.
Terus balik lagi tadi kayak yang si ini Hugh bilang mana Hugh?
Hugh-nya hilang.
Masih bisa Hugh-nya hilang.
Di right back nanti.
Masih bisa comeback dia. Masih ada kesempatan karena kan BO3 gitu.
Betul.
Iya,
Gak ada yang tahu lah ya.
MR12 lagi.
Masih ada kesempatan, banyak kesempatan buat tim trying our best ya. TOB buat bangkit lagi. Jadi nggak harus pupus, namanya udah trying our best.
Iya ya.
Ya kan.
Udah mencoba sebaiknya dia lah ya.
Iya benar. Tapi yang gue lihat sih Bu memang sekarang lagi panas-panasnya nih, playernya Emil lagi panas-panas banget. Ya, let's see next map ya.
Betul.
2 more minutes.
Tapi ya kita sedang menunggu match yang kita tunggu ya sebenarnya. Tapi kita sambil mendukung Boom ini ya, karena Indofrag kita sambil mendukung tim dari Indonesia supaya bisa lanjut asik sampai ke Thailand qualifier nanti. Sambil menunggu Dominatus. Bismillah Dominatus menang.
Gini guys.
Dukung lah, buset.
Dukung dong. Jadi salah satu tim yang mewakili Indonesia.
Betul.
Keren banget.
The Clash of Nations.
Kok anjing sih ikutan komentator kamu
Oh, ikut dukung berarti deh tuh. GG nggak sih?
Salah ya guys ya, ribetnya punya peliharaan tuh kayak gitu.
Kenapa? Gugup.
Tiba-tiba guguk. Agak mengganggu.
Kenapa nggak kucing kan lebih ini lagi deh.
Gue tuh dulu fun fact, gue dulu tuh pernah punya 7 jenis kucing.
Buset.
7 kucing pokoknya.
Kucing
Udah
apaan?
kayak on the spot itu anjing.
Itu gue punya
7 keajaiban dunia.
ada Maine Coon, ada Bengal.
Oh, ada Maine Coon, Bengal juga.
Bengal.
Punya karakal nggak?
Kalau Bengal ya, Bengal tuh emang karena kan dia ini kan antara kucing biasa sama kucing hutan.
Itu Maine Coon-nya pure genetik atau
Maine Coon pure
buset.
Maine Coon. Ada sertifikat.
Wah, GG. Terus apa lagi? Bengal, Maine Coon?
Bengal, Maine
kucing
Coon,
kampung.
flat apa yang mukanya rata.
Oh, apa sih? Pignos ya?
Iya, kayaknya Pignos ya. Pignos atau Pigface ya? Oke, itu yang lo tau lagi saya yang mukanya.
Iya,
Itu sih Maine Coon ada 2. Bengal ada 2.
Berserk's also showing up in very clutch moments. And it really just goes to show Boom Esports, they're looking back and better than ever.
Pignos,
We're trying our best. You can see the talents there, but this isn't Bleed Esports. This is this team with talent from that roster in the first place in different
breeding
and
kucing.
without perhaps that synergy, it's not working out. We're trying our best, as you can see in the scoreline.
Karena
We are seeing a lot
kan?
more plays where they just do one-off things, and it hasn't gotten the best results at all. And as you
Gila.
mentioned, the kills just not looking too hot at this point. Okay, so for trying your best, it's ADK, guys. It's assist.
Capeknya di mana tuh?
Just so
Bulu.
that you don't get a little bit confused there. 9 kills right now for Neth. The highest one has got to be Juicy. Juicy has been hitting some shots,
Kotoran.
but again, as I mentioned, those are more one-off things.
Iya, iya.
Di pasir, dia nyari pasir kan.
Iya.
Any significant round wins for trying your best.
Yeah, he would get some incredible one kill
juga
situations.
Alergi ya.
And it felt like for trying our best in that last game, Master Right, that there were certain players, especially that were trying to force the issue. Big moments.
Wah gila, Menkun gede berarti Menkunnya ya.
Other times that he'd still get hit by the paranoia. He's still gonna push. He still wants
Waduh,
to Styron and some
aku
of the
pengen punya
opponents
Menkun
would
tuh.
see. So now that we're going to their map pick, which is Ascent, I am expecting a lot more coordination from
kalem gitu loh kucingnya.
This is such a solved map, Asteroid. So many people
Nyantai ya, dia
Iya.
emang tempernya begitu dia.
pretty much go with the meta.
Kan,
Garong dia mah ya.
A team that just doesn't change the status quo.
Habitatnya atau emang
Right?
genetik.
I don't know. It's always my gripe that we
Istilahnya bawaan dari
see
pabrik lah.
these 5
Iya, soalnya kan apa ya, si Bengal itu kan istilahnya kucing yang paling mungkin bukan paling sih, maksudnya lebih mendekati ke istilahnya ya kucing-kucing hutan gitu, Bengal. Ya nggak sih? Jadinya mereka tuh lebih mungkin ya lebih mirip kucing hutan yang kayak mungkin macan, singa gitu kan.
Itu kalau nggak salah campuran macan dahan.
Iya, macan dahan kayaknya ya.
I didn't hear it, so I'm just gonna move on about Boom. And we've seen from Boom Esports, especially in this map pool, that they're starting on their stronger side.
Tapi ini actionnya kenceng juga ya, action. Itu lebih ke Filipina ya.
Ini
Filipina apa sih? Ininya caster
ya Filipina sih. Nggak tahu ya, kayaknya kalau dilihat dari muka-muka Filipina sih ya.
Coming into this matchup is when we move over to Boom, moving to the attacking side, it has been struggles all throughout. So will we see the adjustments on the roster?
Wah, gila.
Masuk dilarang ya.
Now into Boom Esports.
Apa?
Will it be enough to
Dilarang tidak ya?
alleviate the woes that Boom
Asap.
Esports has once we
Nge-vape
get
ya.
into
Oh, rokok kayaknya nggak boleh deh.
How
Yeah.
big is the
Vape
differential here?
Kayaknya
You know, that
vape
they
nggak
have?
apa-apa deh, aman kalau vape sih kayaknya ya.
At a certain point, big
Tapi kalau rokok kayaknya setahu aku nggak boleh.
Kelihatan banget.
right in the tournament.
Iya. Iya, nggak apa-apa sih kalau kayak gitu ya.
Late or
Ya.
mid part of this year.
Faisal ini siapa kenalan banget.
and especially that Bigatron and
Faisal tuh
Thailand were kind of two big
Faisal
surprises
ininya.
sih.
that didn't make this ascension.
Orang Discord sini bukan sih, bukan kan?
Struggling in stage 1, Thailand at the top.
Oh, Faisal si Capesan namanya Faisal soalnya.
Everyone is
Aku nggak tahu tuh Faisal yang mana tuh.
off against Ascension, but we didn't get that.
Faisal.
wajahan.
Boom Esports, and now with Boom,
Ownernya
getting
tak
some
open
of the
cam kah?
players from such a strong starting
Anjir.
roster this year, then maybe
Aduh,
this may be
Ais,
even better.
kamu.
Yes, you still miss the
Oh, Aisyah.
Ya, kenapa?
Ownernya nggak open cam kah?
Waduh, aku malu.
But right now, from what we saw
Aku
so
sih
enak loh, Bang.
malu.
Tapi bisa nggak sih masukin cam di sini?
Speaking of, here
Bisa.
you go again,
Bisa ya?
Astray. KO Sova, the way Boom loves to play.
The way
Bisa.
everybody loves to play on a set.
Bang, tapi lo masih di
Again,
Bandung
I
kan?
know it's how
Masih di Bandung.
it's the best
Nah, tuh
of
enak tuh
anything
loh
you could
kalau watch
want
party.
on Ascent map.
Belakangnya
There's
enak,
a lot
mewah.
of replayability with this
Beuh.
one.
Apa mewah-mewah? Mewah nih banyak sampah di sini.
Just because of just how flexible each and every single pick this are. That being said, though, on the other side for trying your best, they still go for
Mewah-mewah
the
sering
double
banget di
duelist. They will put Juicy now on his Jet, and Zan will be on the arena. A lot of dueling potential here on their attacking side, but like you mentioned, Dax, it is going to be Boom starting on the defense, which is their preferred side here on Ascent.
Yeah, it's not surprising. Trying Our Best is a squad that will run double duelist as much as possible. I wonder if they're going to be running things like the Gecko in the future.
Ini live chatnya malah gelut nih guys, aduh.
But between San and Juicy,
Wah, Bang,
if
di sini
you
aman-aman
leave that
aja.
on up, then they're good to go, right?
Kamu di mana
They're good to
nontonnya?
go. What did you just say to
Dominatus.
me?
Or the
Apa
new
ya,
agent
delay.
that's
Oh, the
coming
new
out.
Oh
agent,
iya,
the
maksudnya
ISO?
di
That's
ESL
probably,
Asia-nya ini
that's
toxic
probably
banget ya pas
one
aku
for the
lihat-lihat
LAN,
gila.
man. That's one for the LAN.
It's going to be a while.
Dude, I know you're just trying to.
Alhamdulillah, sudah azan maghrib.
See deadlock. And we won't see deadlock. No way. No way. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah, I know. Unless she gets like a significant buff, it's not gonna happen. But it's so fun to see the yoinks. The annihilation is just so satisfying. It's like if you get hit by it, it's a skill issue because you didn't dodge it.
and while Aswa is trying to force this tournament to have deadlock in the rosters, we did see though that for Boom Esports, between the double initiator, they're gonna be gathering a lot of intel with it. I do wonder though how we'll see NC Slasher slot in, especially on that KO role right now for Boom, because those new additions, it's something we've been talking about, touting so far for Boom. It worked on the first map, but coming into the second, will this be trying our best territory?
Now that we have begun things,
Gila pas banget gue
if
datangan
it's gonna be a straight shot onto the A side, I actually like this. This is a great bet because no KJ utility to be had. That one-way smoke immediately forces them to go the opposite direction, but it's going to be a short push. You can already see right now the hesitance of NC Slasher just back away first. And it's a bit of a split here, and this could get bloody very soon.
But Boom has marked their targets, and here we go already. NC Slasher Moria on
Pokoknya
the
abis
board
game
like
ini
that.
kelar
Never
langsung
know how the
Habis
answer,
game ini
but
kelar
damage
langsung
is
Dominatus.
done. Though we're trying our best. Boom
Jadi
with
nggak
the
nentu
benefit
kalau
of
misalnya
Shiro
ini
for
sampai
Shiro,
map
as well
ketiga
as Famous.
Dominatus
Big
ya
shot from
bisa
Famous.
jam
Everything's left to
7-an
Nef
main
now in
kayaknya atau
1v3.
jam
And
8.
as tosses out the smoke, he'll back away for the time being. Boom, though, they kept tabs of the angles that their opponents would come from, and it was quick work from them.
Their timings are so good as well. They just basically
Let's
went
go,
for
we
the
get the first
contact
round. Doom sih.
before, like
Boom
right the second
Esports.
before trying your best, actually
Boom.
tried to do anything.
Sama-sama
It is
boom,
just so
dom,
annoying to try to deal
boom,
with
dom.
if you're
Sama-sama
on the
om.
attacking side, which
Iya,
again, trying your
sama-sama
best
suara
is
ledakan.
now Neff. 30 seconds. He's got a chance to just rotate, but because the KJ is still alive, so much of the position where he can push through is, you know, still well defended by the alarm bot and turret. So going through B main is going to be the good option. And okay, timing is so good with the activation of the Dominatus. That just buys a little bit more time.
It's crazy from Boom that they're so
he opened the
much
door.
so much so experts along the way, and you said it.
Dapat
Opening
plan
the door
at
right
least.
now. I wonder what's the play here for trying our best. As another avenue for Boom perhaps to work with. The smoke still in the way towards the CT side. The shock dart even just to make sure no one's hiding there. A second smoke even just trying to cover the cross, especially towards the staircase. Neff though over here at Speedway waiting for someone to come.
Ribet ya
More
Allah.
shock dart flies from Boom Esports, but the paranoia is at the ready. Looks for the isolation, but Shiro,
Blinded loh.
he was ready all the way at the end, and Boom will
Blinded,
take the
double
pistol
ding.
yet again.
Man, Shiro not flinching at all to the darkness encroaching right in front of him. This man fears not the death, but rather the loss of the round. So he's just like, no, I'm not going to fear you. And just cleans it up.
Yeah, dude. It's when someone says scared, and he's like, nah, I'm good.
And this is the perfect time, too, because, like, literally tomorrow is Halloween.
Ah, spooky. You want to be in costume tomorrow?
I don't have costumes right now.
Oh, no, dude.
I gave away all of my costumes because there was not enough of them.
Asrai, please, be in costume. I'll be in one. I'll be in one if you are.
What costume do you have?
I have a the Bananas pajamas the other day.
Maybe I'll borrow from you and just have it, like, move. Anyways, speaking of movement, there's a lot of movement on this.
Apaan kelamaan?
Yeah, it's not the ego. We have time to talk about
Udah,
other things.
2-0
But at the same time, fine.
Bisa.
Gitu lah.
I mean, Sand getting ready here with the Leer. Here comes also the turret and the smoke. And this does try our best to place to work with. But Moria, the TP, is so smart. And as you mentioned, cheeky angle to work with. 2 down already. And Boom again. Just
TP
putting
ke
the ball in
ito.
front of trying our best, daring them to cross.
Jen. Rata ke atas itu ya?
Wih,
repositionnya mantap.
Maybe an angle. Push himself slower into the side. But yeah, when bullets are peppered everywhere, that ain't gonna help you.
Yeah.
So Shiro's gonna make a bit of noise here. I wonder if he has, or not Shiro,
Moria main di mana
excuse
sih
me,
BTR ya?
the
Iya.
Morea
silver
BTR.
for trying your best. Maybe he's gonna throw a dart there on B, try to get the attention. Styron here, yeah, because he has a dart right now. Maybe gravitates a little bit of the attention, but even so, 5 versus 2, probably not.
Boom just keeping the stations. And just to correct myself, it's not at the ego. This is a force buy here from trying our best. So this is so perfect for Boom. They shut down the initial push. They get rid of the spike. And Retla along the way.
Disiplin banget tuh lihat
Now,
5 lawan 1.
really
Nggak ada yang
trying to come in
nge-push.
with the sheriff in hand, Bulldogs on the other side, and the burst fire from Moria is already in such a good angle to work with. 3 for him, a flawless hold, and trying our best have no money to work with now.
I can't remember if I've
Mereka tadi
cast,
bay.
I think I've casted
Iya, anjir.
Moria
mereka
maybe
bay.
a few times in the past, but this is the first time that
Iya, force.
his plays are really sticking it to my my memory banks. I'm not a robot, but you know, just wanted to use that terminology. Anyways, beep boop.
Mungkin karena mereka mikir dapat plan tadi langsung buy gila.
These past two
Iya.
maps, man, his Omen has just been so smooth. The repositioning, the timings, the assistance for his teammate, and of course, just to add to that, the fragging capabilities of this man. Again, it is up against trying your best. Which
Step
is
up nih, boom.
struggling with
Bagus,
how
bagus.
their coordinated attacks can go. But
Wow, cus,
The
dapat
fuck,
flashing shot.
Cusi. Itu ke flash kah?
Trip 3.
Aduh gila.
Ini.
Wih, napnya ngeflank gokil, nggak ada yang tahu.
NC slasher.
Wih.
NC slasher masih ada di belakang sini. Susah banget dapetinnya.
Wih.
Susah banget dapetinnya.
Aduh.
Sisa berserk.
Ah, Trip 3. Sini.
What?
Wih.
Ngapain ngepick kayak gitu dah? Salah banget gak sih?
Incredible clutch moments from both teams, but it has to go
Wih.
down to the isolated fight.
Wih.
Berserk still
Kok
going
di
for
pick
attack.
mulu dah?
Siron on the inside. Is the reload going? Siron wants to let loose.
Wallbang.
Get that intel turret into play as well.
Kok nggak wallbang sih?
Lando gets the connection.
Oh, enggak repost bagus
Dia
banget.
dia
anjing.
repost, iya bener.
For him, trying our best.
Oh tapi berserknya tahu.
Holy.
Holy.
Oh, nice.
Nggak dikasih
Dapat
round sama
ronde
Bu.
ini nyaris banget tadi Tris anjing.
Nyaris banget. Cuma gara-gara ada NC slasher di ini belakang.
Iya.
Knew that his turret doesn't spot that left side of the
Gokil.
B site, and he just scanned Styron there.
Gila.
Gak dikasih, wah gak dikasih satu round samsak gokil.
Itu NC slasher sih. Gila tuh di belakang dia.
Ya maksud gua ada advantage buat apa? Buat trying our best tuh buat ini dapat one round drifting. Cuman karena nggak di care bareng-bareng si NC slasher ada di belakang.
Itu dia.
Gitu deh.
Ah gila.
Oke.
Set.
Set
Itu
langsung
damage-nya
iya.
lumayan banget gila.
Reina-nya aja udah ini banget. Mau banget. Cuman Reina sih kalau M-nya emang pedes. Overkill.
Right?
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right.
Kena tuh 5-5-nya.
Iya.
But yes.
It's hard also because Famous has the operator here, and Boom's just ready.
Itu ngapain dah? Pisau-pisau gitu.
You mentioned it. Try your best. Low HP on 2 targets. Famous. This can be easy pickings if he doesn't miss that first shot.
Okay, there it is. Bit of utility. Throws out both the mollies just to delay the offense. 50 seconds for trying your best here. They can go.
Tapi delaynya gokil banget ya. 40 seconds nggak mau harus tabrak B.
Nah, iya, ini udah dikontrol lihat, udah dilihatin sama Sofa nggak bakalan rotate gila.
Kalau rotate pun juga kayak no time ya sih mestinya. Kalau udah ada.
Jadi mereka udah full di B, pasti ke B ini soalnya. Udah nih mati sih. Ini nggak bisa masuk sumpah Blitz.
Miss. Berserk.
Ente banget dah.
Tapi flawless kah? Anjing flawless yo.
Ngeri banget Bu, gila.
Gila pedih banget emang gila.
Iya.
Jago.
Udahlah bang.
Jago.
Udah bang.
Still the firepower, the crossfires were set up for Boom Esports here. Again, no stone left unturned, no opportunity missed here from Boom on that defense, and the struggle continues for trying your best here. Now that we're hitting 4 rounds index, look at the KDAs here of the players. Retla, Zan, 0 and 4 on the kills. These players, this team definitely struggling.
Gini ulti mereka main cepet sekarang. Wih.
Fury Juicy though. Reckless
Wih,
abandon. Berserk.
di dodge-nya GG. Oh my
Oke,
god.
Berserk, what the heck? Ace kah?
Maybe he can get it.
Ace, ace.
Mac di buat aku
Mac di buat
maksudnya.
gua.
Buat gue dong, gue lapar.
Ready now. Get the intel.
Ya.
Gak mau main.
Bener-bener gak mau McD dia. Oh, kenapa nge-lag ini? Nah, udah nggak.
Kalau udah selesai ini langsung nih Dom ini main.
Dominatus lawan Fancy.
He's just there to kind of spoil the fun of Boom. He's got some good. I think he was also very aware that Boom was trying to do that. Obviously, from what we can saw, right? He was like, you know what, I'm gonna mark for Berserks here. I'm not gonna let him.
Kita percepat dulu ya guys ya.
Because he stopped shooting the first two guys. He realized it's gonna be 2 kills for him. And instead, he removed Ace from the equation. In the end, though, you said it, as right. It doesn't matter right now because Boom, they have so much money to work with. They have all the momentum and trying our best. Have not found the best way to get in these sites.
Cover going out.
A trial on short once again isn't really a bad opportunity here. Moria spots it out. Zan's getting closer and closer, but he's got to back away. Everything's being thrown all in his direction. He's got to be careful. So that is good. Flash, fragment, as well as the paranoia gives them, again, lesser utilities to deal with and to worry about.
Gila, digituin.
Kenceng banget anjing Juicy
Iya.
Rush juga ya.
Kalah lo AWP-nya si Famous. Lagi bengong kali.
Iya, iya.
Berarti minimap. Pengen ngambil Guardian-nya lagi.
Ini bagus banget. Iya, bagus banget. Entry-nya. Tapi ih, timing banget anjing.
Timingnya ya Allah.
Woi.
Spotted by Shiro, now they know it's 2 versus 1 on the
Udah, lawan Jojo-nya.
Sendiri di set. Sendiri.
Udah, under heaven deh.
Redla's gotta hold on. Nanoswarm to give him a little bit of space.
Sendiri di set.
Ya.
Hell, kayaknya Hell.
Itu recon-nya temannya ya. Buset.
Line up, Cok.
Recon temannya itu. Aku kaget loh.
And that is a great
Recon temannya.
Finally, another point for them to work within the series. And at the same time, Styron, he got
Ayo dong, kasih perlawanan dikit dong biar seru match.
Iya dong. Tapi Juicy.
Itu Sun kenapa lagi 060?
Tapi Juicy ini emang lumayan juga loh. Cuma timingannya itu yang kasihan banget ya.
Absolutely. Very crucial, very needed. But of course, Boom, their pockets be deep. They got some rounds to give away, and they got money to keep buying for days. Trying your best. They got themselves this default where they pressure for A, and then if it doesn't work, they just switch somewhere on.
Memphis.
Doesn't matter, just gonna push, especially with the lockdown at their heels, helping them out.
And as of right now, 2x3. Boom Esports, Moria. Oh,
Itu timing gak sih?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Ace and Moria just hopping away like a bunny, surviving for the time being. Breaks the glass though, and here might be a chance to
Kabur bro, udah ketahuan bro.
Cabut, mending balik. Oh, nice. Satu, di kiri lu satu. Woi. Oh my god, almost swift loh.
I thought he was just trying to do some aim labs or something, you know. Spider challenge, was it? Up, down, left, right for the hit.
Spider shot, whatever.
Spider shot, there you go. Thank you.
Yeah.
I don't use that. Range only for me. Anyways. You're absolutely right. You mentioned it as well, right? Juicy, just able to get that support. He's looking, at least these past 2 rounds, a whole lot more confident with how he.
Ini mesti ngecek suara mic gue nih.
I'm not sure who's the IGL for trying your best, but the call is right now to just go very quickly and try to get as much value from that initial shock and awe at the very start for to clear out these rounds. It is actually
Start to falling kah?
trying to at least
Bisa.
alleviate the pressure elsewhere on the map, and they're getting caught. right now that flank.
Ayo push. Oh enggak, mereka mundur dong, milih mundur.
Moria, or rather,
Lockdown.
excuse me, Zan playing inside the
Kena dong.
trying
Iya,
to get a
kena.
kill. That's actually gonna
Shiro.
backfire on him. No one's
Wah.
Untung aja yang si
Tuh
laser ngeliat.
seri.
Kok gitu sih mereka? Kayak ragu-ragu gitu dah. Lah. Ragu-ragu gitu mereka, kocak. Kayak nggak ada inisiatif dah. Mereka
Okay, that was just I think there
Kocak.
from no?
Kayak mereka
Tiga.
nge-push enggak,
Iya.
nge-push enggak, terus yang pas nggak nge-push kena 2.
Iya, Keritain 3 itu tadi.
3 ya?
3.
Iya 3 kan, kacau.
Juicy was also hit by the lockdown, if I'm not mistaken. So that's why he was getting just clobbered by the nano.
Astaga, lupa gua.
Hasn't that been the problem of trying your best though? Just so overeager to force that contact and
Ya
we see them
Allah.
win that duels most of the time. But in those situations, boom, better position, a better shot from Famous, and already the smokes are gone here for trying your best.
Not good at all. They're gonna have to go at this with so many angles that they have to worry with. And again, Zan isn't on a position where he's been successful enough to beat out any of the players from Boom just yet. Famous in the corner here. They can hit the shot.
Wah,
which he does,
aimnya
especially
lumayan
with that
getar,
leer.
Famos.
Glorious stuff from him. Doesn't heal, actually just relocates. Could be an opportunity for
Buset
something.
dah,
And
di swing.
Styron getting another one. Absolutely.
Tapi ini mulai kalah fight gini, Bum.
Iya mulai kak. Nggak tau ya, aimnya kayak jadi getar gitu dah.
They make their way towards the site, and this is the confidence that San has been looking for all throughout this series. Shiro, though, timing impeccable. Retla caught out in the middle, goes for the dart as well. And I believe that's gonna be
Boleh.
anyone on site, so they have to break it immediately. Intel given to Boom. There's still members here for trying their best.
Wih, nice berserk.
Ini 2 lawan 2 menang lagi dah, kocak kayaknya. Iya
Ya
dong.
ampun.
Enggak, wait, santai.
Belum.
Belum aja di.
Oh,
Ya Allah.
What the fuck, menang 2 lawan.
Ini aneh nggak sih, sumpah trying our best mainnya.
Terlalu apa ya? Monoton nggak sih? Terlalu apa ya?
Ini kayak mistake kecil gitu.
Iya.
Unless Berserk loses that fight, which he usually doesn't, as you can see right now, he's 12-4-2.
Udah kayak dulu saya tiba-tiba main di main.
Tadi 2 lawan 2 harusnya
Iya.
bener nggak sih itu, apalagi
Iya,
post
iya.
plan gitu.
Iya benar.
Outnumbered, and he somehow
Post plan berdua harusnya dapet loh.
bit by
Ya,
bit
kecuali 2 lawan 3
himself
gitu,
onto A, and
biar
said,
agresif
"Shiro,
dikit nyulik
I will
1
carry you
gitu.
on my back, my 644 friend." It's not, dude. It's the KDA 644, not the height. Is that how tall Shiro is?
I don't know, dude.
Wait,
I
let's
don't know.
open VLR. How?
Ngomongin
I'm not
tinggi.
gonna tell you how tall a player is, man. Usually,
Dia ngomonginnya tingginya.
well, that's right. Trying to figure out the height.
Aduh, sakit
Aduh,
banget,
sayang
sakit
banget.
banget, aduh.
Kecicil.
San. Nakal nih.
Nakal dia mau masuk. Ah kan? Kecuali 1.
Kena dong. Mulai menang fight lagi Boomnya.
Jadi balas lagi Hunter Fury-nya. Oh, berserk, what the fuck? Berserk. Oh my god, this guy, bro.
Berserk nyala nih anak.
Iya, Cak.
Nyala nih anak sumpah. Ini berserknya nyala.
Okay, I was kind of wondering who's going to start using that spike. It's Berserk, it's fine. But man,
Mereka semua tuh kayak berasa ini loh, timnya tuh nggak terlalu jomplang ke 1 player atau 2 player gitu. Jadi kayak mereka tuh semua bagus mainnya. Boom ini gila.
dwarfed by how just aggressive and well accurate Berserk's
Tapi Berserk ini lagi gokil. Lagi on fire banget nih.
trying your best, but it just
Ini oddsnya lebih ke ini sih, ini apa, Bumi Sports kayaknya likely to win sih kalau kayak gini.
Tapi balik lagi kita kan belum lihat apa switch side-nya kan.
Betul. Tapi nggak bagus sih buat mental mereka kalau udah kebak kayak gini.
What the? What
Wah,
the?
gila Morea nih. Ini gila nyala semua gila.
Lo cuman kok
Kok gitu San? Kok?
wah. Oh my god. Enggak, yang gue liat tadi omennya ya. Masuknya oh my god branded banget. With no utils bener-bener masuk apa kayak a dry pick.
Iya.
Terus dia nembak tanah. Bener-bener nembak tanah. Kaget gue liat tuh.
This clash specifically, it's this person who wins, and Boom Esports. People have been saying that, okay, you might not see Boom with an IGL properly, it's been making some waves on Twitter, but right now, the calls, the contact, it's been working so well, and I'm really impressed by Boom.
One pick, nggak dapat Famos. 2 kali TP ke sana gila.
The double shotted
jatuh dia.
Either short contact or mid elevation contact. I like the idea. They don't get any pay.
Mereka nyoba buat mid control kayaknya.
Yeah.
But look at how far Shiro's pushed up here, all the way on B. Immediately spotted by the alarm bot. If they press right now, they might be able to catch Shiro on B main, and he's trapped. They already know about this. Setting up the utility.
Markatnya Shiro. Oh my god. Satu pick Reyna. Oh,
jemput aimnya sumpah. Enak.
Yeah. Timingnya udah nyebrang.
Ini susah sih, semua player Boom nyala sumpah. Itu udah di spray gitu loh. Masih aja kalah.
Wah.
Ente. Juicy last boss yang keluar guys.
Juicy nih.
Last boss.
Berserk dapat kari. Oh my god.
Last boss ini emang real last boss sih Juicy ini.
Woi, kanan ya ampun. Oh enggak jadi dibalik. Oh, anti, oh my god. Itu kayak hal-hal kecil kayak nge-wave gitu-gitu tuh yang bikin apa ya?
Susah sih. 10-2, tadi 12-0 ya, sekarang 10-2. Ntar aku sholat dulu ya guys ya.
Oke. Break sholat ya guys buat kalian. Kemana Touch? Oke, tiba-tiba nge-lag guys ya. Oke.
He really has to step up right now on that Reyna. Again, we all know it's been out for years. Reyna needs to hit them. Having those 2 kills with 12 rounds in, it's not a good margin for him to play around at all. Yeah, it's a struggle here, trying our best. If you're gonna run double duelist, you need both of them to honestly pop off and get that value. The Juicy's and making all that space, making chances happen here for trying our best. Still a chance goes. They have 2 rounds to work with. And see Flash now. The Flash comes on in, but he doesn't overcommit. They're waiting for the flank.
They're going too fast. Oke, Famous dapat 1. Udah masuk short, what the fuck?
Ketemu sama W Spot secara langsung di home.
Wah.
Ke Indonesia.
Siapa?
Peprek
ke Indonesia.
Ke Indonesia.
When?
Davai something Jing Alek.
Tunggu monyet, jemput monyet.
Di Hub Live Jakarta, di mana itu Hub Live?
Hub Live di mana? Itu maksudnya event gitu apa gimana?
Iya kayaknya.
Oh.
Valorant Context 2023. Connect.
Look to the left, break the door. Okay, we call it a day and get the pistol. So 3 out of 4 pistol rounds, 1 here by Boom Esports.
Lu ngapain bang? Menurut lu ngapain bang Hazael? Menurut kamu aku ngapain Hazael Timothy? Ayo dong. Ngapain kamu?
Nungguin Dominatus nih, habis ini nih nontonin Dominatus nih.
Berarti ini kalau misalkan trying our best kalah, udah kan? Dominatus kan?
Enggak.
Oh enggak?
Hah?
BO3 kan?
Maksudnya next. Iya, ini udah kan udah ini.
Oh, oke.
Udah kalah.
Belum
Enggak, di
dong.
bawah ada lower bracket.
Iya, ada lower bracket.
Berarti antara
Buset.
ya si Dom atau Bensi lawan trying our best.
Betul.
Boom
Buset.
upper.
Buset, mainnya. Wow.
Ada yang komen nih. At least
For
they
you.
got 4 dari 2 map. Dapat 2 cok. Dapat 4. Iya dapat dari 2 map.
Well,
Lumayan lah.
in that first map, we had no, we didn't get the chance to get the 13-0. But if this series ends, we do have a chance to get a 13-2 back to back, because the first map on Lotus was 13-2.
Back to back.
With Boom winning that. So they're basically doing a copy paste of the.
Pada nonton
story
YouTube.
for the map.
Yo,
Oh.
Lo nonton di Twitch ya?
Iya.
Oh, alah.
Buset, masuk ke S Alasio. Capai. Dominatus.
Oke.
Suara Discord-nya kecil banget sih.
Emang ya?
Coba ya lihat.
Gedein lagi.
Gedein dikit lagi kalau bisa. Discord-nya aja.
Oke. Gue pasin 100 aja ya.
Di streaming ya maksud gue. Setting.
Nathan L.
Oh.
And keep this series alive. What else can he do? The Nano Swarm in the way. And Berserks, he's ready with his own teammate Moria. These two have been the dynamic duo to bring their A game
Oh my god.
from esports. As the smoke dissipates,
GG.
it will be a trade to end it on a high note. 13-2 as you said, Asrai. A repeat of the first map and a brilliant effort from Boom.
Just wanted to say Berserks at the peak of his performance.
Let's
Ada
go.
Ada lower kok.
Was able to stop this man, and it really
Cup udah lower bracket kok.
just ended in the blink of an eye. 13-2.
Kata
Semangat
Buta.
ya saya. Ini siapa nih?
temennya ini Golden Blue. Temennya Milan. Goblok anjing, gay anjing. Kamu gay Hazael?
The value of that show itself here in our first series.
Dua-duanya 13-2 ya?
Iya.
Iya.
Red Boom nih. Kita nggak tahu ini tim-tim
Tapi still trying our best lah ya.
playstyle.
Are you ready for Dom?
Ready.
Dom versus Fancy.
Yang gua tahu mah yang jago di fancy Jessica.
Tapi di map kedua ini TOB udah mulai kelihatan aneh mainnya. Jadi kayak
OB. Kenapa?
Emang ini sih.
Menang.
Dominatus. Asik.
Langsung mulai apa nunggu?
Susah nyebutnya Dominatus, Bang.
Iya, Dominatus.
Also a powerhouse team on Vietnam. I'm just understanding though here, Asrai, the fact that we have 4 invited teams, Boom, Fancy, Naos, and Oasis. There's a reason why they're already straight up into
Itu 21.
Iya, Cuk.
Tanggal 21.
Berserk 21 kill ini. Sentinel 21 kill. Emang lagi panas sih si Berserk.
Tuh, lihat San, kasihan nih liatnya 014.
Iya ya, Sen 014. Oh, killnya 3 lah. Lah, killnya kebalik dah, kocak.
Oh, kebalik Bang. ADK terusnya Bang.
his
Kok
ability
jadi
to
ADK?
again, support and frag feels like
Itu nggak sesuai sama ini nih apa top frag gitu.
Iya.
Jadi iya juga ya. Kok gue ngeliatnya
Gue
si
kira
San,
killnya 0 sumpah.
ya gue kira San killnya 0.
Kaget aku sumpah tadi.
Oke
Kesian
juga
banget
kalau
sampai killnya
killnya
0.
27-201 mah.
Waduh itu langsung ngedrop sih bang.
Tapi jujur Juicy ngegendong banget sih. Maksudnya dengan dari semua apa? Semua tim apa? Semua player TOB tuh yang apa ya? Yang pop iya yang pop tuh cuma si ini. Juicy.
Yeah, back to back again. And if this is the performance
13-2. Dua map 13-2. Iya, dua-duanya 13-2.
But that's also something to
Gila Boom. Oke.
that can make Boom
Looking good Boom.
We got ourselves an awesome tournament for everybody right now watching.
Yeah, it just feels like this is the beginning of something special here, Asarai. And we know that the C qualifiers, they're only starting today and they're gonna go through.
Bang, kalau susah ngomong Dominatus, ngomong dom aja bang.
Dom aja bang. Dominatus. Anjing. Dominatus bang.
Ini langsung mulai apa nunggu?
Minggu lagi kayaknya.
Absolutely. So
Jam 8 tuh.
I believe we are just waiting for ourselves to get into that break, but or I think we can.
Please, Dominatus.
So guys, in just a moment we're gonna be
Let's go.
Pantasan jamnya
Gua merinding.
Jam 6. Pokoknya selesai jam 6.
Oke,
Ayo,
at least
Dom.
please. Oke, Dom, win the fucking pistol round, oke? Win the fucking pistol
The
round.
fucking
I
pistol
only
round,
want
ya.
that.
Nah, santai. Saya aja sama Dok.
Nggak bisa ya.
Nih temanmu Peter.
Oh my god, Golden
Aku
Blue.
ngeri.
Aku merinding. Cita-citaku ke Thailand.
Kita ke Thailand.
Cita-citaku ke Thailand. Ketemu lady boy. I'm a lady boy.
Berarti map pick pertama pensi.
Bismillah ya Allah, Bismillah.
Semuanya akan aman saja.
Aman.
Aman,
Chill.
tenang. Chill. We chillin.
Wah, this Domfront will get wrecked.
Bener kata
Ini orang gila banget loh ini.
Kalau kata Kevin, bener. Only just win the pistol round, sumpah. Udah tenang gitu lah.
Yang masih mending ngechat yang di YouTube. Ini di Twitch apa? Gak jelas banget cok chatnya. RX Boom. Gak jelas cok. Waduh. RX now. Research need a worthy opponent.
Bismillah ya Allah.
Menang. Yakin menang ya.
Alright. 5 more
Jadi
minutes.
lapar.
Iya, jadi lapar ya. Lapar tipis ya.
Mau kenyang tapi makan.
Kemenangan.
Aku mau ke bawah dulu ya guys sebentar sambil menunggu.
Aman. Ada.
Ini harusnya banyak ini streaming.
Aduh.
Enggak apa-apa sih.
Nggak apa-apa.
Harusnya banyak yang streaming.
Aduh, jangan.
Soalnya lebih masuk akal soalnya owner kan banyak.
Nggak apa-apa. Aku pemalu ya. Sorry guys.
Malu.
Nanti next aku ya guys ya. Saya berada di belakang layar mendoakan Dominatus supaya menang saja guys. Suka nggak kuat soalnya. Tiba-tiba pingsan di live gimana coba.
Sendiri.
Ini si Ci kemana lagi ya? Bilang dia.
Kali mau habis kuliah.
Tadi ada dia.
I'm back.
Lihat.
Widih.
Wah.
Enam 30.
30 detik lagi menuju match Dominatus versus Fancy.
Aduh, menang pistoran gak ya?
Si Wilson dia di streamnya katanya nggak sabar lihat Golden Blue main. Lihat Lil Aaron main katanya.
Lil Aaron.
Lil Aaron.
Oh, Golden Blue.
Golden Blue, let's go. You have the spotlight, bro.
Ayo Golden Blue. Lil Aaron.
Lil Aaron.
It isn't to them.
Little Demon One. Asik.
This is global. This is packed arenas, home to the world's most passionate fans. This isn't only in person or only in English. This is digital. Millions of people tuned into over 30 languages. This isn't just for the boys or just for PC gamers. This is GG for all, and the era for everyone. This isn't overnight. This is a legacy of 20 plus years pushing esports forward.
Let's go, man.
This isn't
Please.
niche anymore. This is 80 events,
Please.
350,000 attendees, 582
Dagdikdukser.
Iya.
Ayo.
Dagdikdukser merinding tipis. Wih.
Aduh, aku takut dah sama si Chen nih. Takutnya dia takutnya mentalnya. Aduh, aman gak ya si Chen?
Aman, harusnya aman nih.
Ke bawah dulu, kasih semangat gak?
Nah, dia lagi fokus, biarin fokus dulu.
Lagi fokus. Ih, kata gue teh.
Bismillah ya Allah. Aduh, jantungku nih guys. Aduh.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back from the
Oh
break.
my
and
god,
here we are
merinding.
for the Clash of
Gue tuh udah ngebayangin yang jauh buat gitu. Gue udah meng-expect sesuatu yang ini udah jauh banget.
Second series, Fantasy United Esports versus
Ayo, kita denger Kasar bilang Dominatus gimana?
Dominatus.
Dominatus.
Alright, let's clear it up. Dominatus.
Dominatus. We gotta decide.
Dominatus, bang.
Perhaps our chat especially.
Oh my god.
Of trying our best 2-0 in commanding fashion.
Oke, TOB udah turun ke lower bracket ya.
I mean,
Oh.
since we haven't seen any of the other matches,
Sheesh.
right now they had the best match. If anyone else would topple that, we'll change the hierarchy once again. But anyways, Boom Esports had one of the best series that we had here in the quarterfinals.
Bismillah ya Allah. Bismillah ya Allah. Bismillah ya Allah.
Absolutely stomped the floor against trying your best. Anyways, moving forward now here.
Ya, ada mukanya.
Playing in this series, Fantasy United, of course.
Mana nih yang ada mukanya nih? Ada mukanya nih, Golden Blue.
Nggak ada, kayaknya nggak ditunjukin ya.
Enggak ditunjukin ya.
And Jin. So, a couple of these names, I think Cruz is the first one that pops out that I haven't seen before. From
Suka.
So basically, Fantasy United, I think they lost Nizzy because he was gonna.
Yours to buy Golden Blue Chapesia 6. Oh my god, shoot. Let's go, Dominatus.
Aziz.
Ayo guys, kita berjuang dan berdoa untuk Dominatus.
Amin ya Allah, menang.
Mari kita jadi supporter yang luar biasa.
Betul.
Harus menggila nih kalau Dominatus yang main. Wah. Wah.
So I'm very interested to see how Dominus
Gini kita guys ya.
perform with this new roster given the prestige of the name made throughout the year.
Truly, because I was
Ini dia guys ya. Kita jadi asyap dulu.
Aduh.
Ya guys. Ini Dominatus.
Nggak ada terkenalnya anjing, belar Dominatus.
Iya, mereka pun nggak tahu gila. Makanya kita nih regenerasi lah istilahnya, biar player Indonesia tuh nggak itu doang gitu.
Betul banget.
Ada nama-nama baru gitu loh.
Betul.
Did take a hit in losing Nizzy. Nizzy was one of the players that I do fondly remember, aside from
Mantul tak?
that really was one of the players that really strike or basically made waves for the hearts of the people watching Ascension.
Making waves on the Pacific.
Fancy Ben Breeze.
No, you're absolutely right.
Oh, Dominatus Ben Heaven.
I do believe a bit of Fancy United is gone. You don't have
Fancy
that
Big
Dory
Bind.
anymore. Yes, I can though. Still an incredible performance.
Dome attack.
But we've seen for Fancy United in their off season, they have dropped some notable.
Don't pick
matchups.
Lotus.
Like,
Oh
in the
shit.
off-season tournament, they're not going to be representing Vietnam as a region because they
Dominatus
lost to the
tus.
Fancy United
Lotus
is
pasti
tus.
Dominatus pick Lotus yang ada tusnya.
Dominatus main di Lotus meletus.
Again,
Langsung juara anjing.
Fancy, come on, not like this. I thought they were going to be the ones to actually bring out the sunset, but
Di band loh sunsetnya,
band
di band.
sunsetnya, iya.
one of the teams that really
Apa
loves to
dong?
use the Gecko, so
Esa,
maybe
Band.
we're going
Wah,
to
split.
here, especially that
Oh.
Oke, di Saudara split.
one of the maps that we have seen them try to bring this out. We could also see
Bind ya?
maybe
Waduh,
the
bisa
double
menang nih,
controller
Bind.
here. We have seen
Bisa.
Kan
favoritism with the
mapnya
Harbor,
Domi.
so maybe a different
Iya,
strategy
mapnya
is
dong,
coming
mapnya dong.
into the series. So definitely something to just kind of watch out for. But here
Tapi
we
ini
are,
Fancy yang
guys.
nge-pick side nih.
Oh,
Apa?
iya, nggak apa-apa.
We'll see if we can get to the
Tapi
third
Dom
round
justru
of this series.
emang pengen bind sih kayaknya.
With the first match,
Sengaja
that's
nge-ban-ban
a
gitu
tremendous
biar
start
si
for
Fancy ini nge-pick
Yeah, I
bind.
like this map draft honestly for Dominatus. These haven't been the
Gak tahu
strongest
map
outings from Fancy
Domi mah
United. I believe
baik.
they've only played
Kalau Lotus sih
Lotus
nggak tahu ya.
this year, and that's why Dominatus picks it actually.
Mama,
And it
ibu,
goes to show
aku
that
takut.
Fancy United is trying to go back to some
Gue udah gila nih anjing udah
I
pakai.
noticed on Bind that they played recently is go play that breach
Ayo Dominatus. Aduh,
the Gecko that they did.
Kayak orang
Aku
gawang.
fans Dom Cimoci. Cimoci kemana? Cimocinya lagi masak.
United roster will we get here? Is it gonna be a
Asik Dom Hanks kuy, lihat
Dom Hanks,
ini.
kuy.
Gimana nggak
Anjay.
menesing itu ada Dom Hanks kuy.
So against the Vietnamese representative that went to
Fans
Ascension
Dom
a few months back.
Cimoci kemana?
Masak lagi masak.
Cimoci lagi masak.
Standard from what I was expecting.
Itu
but
tuh
still
muncul
very
tuh.
decent.
Gak ada Dom
I'd say
Cimoci
for
kecewa berat.
Bind play at all, because again, the big problem with Bind is if you don't have
Oh, jadi
any
Ini iming-iming
landscape changing
Dom
abilities,
Cimoci pengen jadi
it really
coach
is
kayaknya.
very difficult
Wah,
for you to get
apa iya?
much
Apa
value
iya?
unless it just is very straightforward that you
Apakah
go,
Dominatus akan keluarkan
get
tim
killed, that's it,
ladies?
take the site.
Oh my
It's not
god.
straightforward, especially when teams have counter utility.
Apakah?
So seeing right now, the Viper they picked up, the
Uff,
Brimstone.
Aku melihat laptop Cimoci ya.
For these teams to try to
Cimoci kan
do something. I am
coachku
wondering though
asik.
what is going to be the possible set.
Ice itu kah Ice?
Dominatus that is only looking
Iya,
at
ice cream
the
yang
Cypher
di
here for
DC
yours,
sih.
possibly.
I mean, Fancy United used to run a Cypher back in Ascension, but I think the big thing to talk about right now is the fact that Yes I Can is flexing on over to that Sky instead. I remember that they played on Bind, he was on
Brimstone.
that Omen, they run that double control, their kind of composition, you get 2 initiators along the way, and these small adjustments right now for Fancy United, it's quite a new look for them in terms of the setup. You of course still have
Mau
the
masuk
usual
YouTube
Fisher
Dom juga
Viper that
tapi
we always
Cimoci
see on this
gak ada.
roster, but beyond that,
Cimoci gak ada gak malu. Masuk aja Kais. Sini Discord kita nonton bareng. Kita nonton bareng ini match Dominatus nih masa
So
Kakak nggak
overall,
nonton.
Dominatus, they're trying to get their experience against international competition in this tournament, and I wonder how they're gonna perform right now.
And here's the thing, people I think are starting to forget that this is still a tournament that allows us here in the offseason to bring in the new bloods, the new players. What do we have right now in this Southeast Asia landscape of, you know, new teams, new players wanting to get their toes into the Ascension, into the VCT of it all, right? And this is the perfect tournament to get things started with that. You mentioned how Dominatus started off with a couple of wins with other teams that aren't as known yet in the Southeast Asia scene as a whole. Now they're going up against Fancy United, who still is reforming, but still has some incredibly talented players in their roster. This is definitely going to be a match to watch out for, not only as
aku merinding, tanganku dingin. Mereka yang main, aku yang panik.
Iya, bismillah, bismillah. Yang terbaik buat Dominatus.
KS dukung Dominatus nggak nih?
Dukung lah.
Cruz as well as Suka, who's returned as I mentioned a while ago.
Yeah.
But I wonder now, which Fancy United will we get here? Can they go back to the caliber of play that we expect from them in the region?
Well, at least looking, if you
Main
look at
Al-Fatihah, oke
Dominatus
dong.
experience with the previous teams
Dom
that they
kata
played quite recently,
Cigai
looking
nobar
at the
juga,
ones
iya
that were advancing,
dong.
it's
Nobar dong.
Nobar dong.
Oh,
Nonton bareng
let's go.
owner.
they win one series, they
Let's go.
lose another one, and it's been kind of just happening in the tournaments that they have joined.
Bismillah ya
anyways.
Allah.
Here we go.
Bismillah. Oh my god.
Yeah, Fancy needs to get rid of that vulnerableness that we've seen in the offseason so far, and this might be best chance because you have explosive players like Jin who gets first blood in the series. So a big pick to start things off. Already stalling the short push of Dominatus. Fishu also prepared right now for the
Nice
shower.
trade.
Suka going for the close contact. But
Nice!
Nice banget.
Let's go. Dapat.
Tupai especially with the flank and
Oke,
Dominatus
3v2,
going
3v2.
towards A.
That was pretty big as well.
Jangan nge-throw dong guys.
Kill on the player holding showers.
Please, 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 please.
Turn here from Dominatus. In any case, Cruz coming in, big flanks from the sky as well. That's gonna be yes, I can.
Yes, I can.
Because Cruz is alone. He's gonna have
Nice.
to clear.
Nice!
Nice
Yours.
banget.
Flanking nggak sih? Sadar nggak?
Flanking, ya.
Sadar. Mereka
Sadar,
aware.
sadar.
Does not make yes, I can's job
Oh.
any easier as he's
Oke, udah spotted sama.
Nice.
Nice, good
Bisa
shit,
orang
let's
dong.
go.
Let's go.
Bro, we got this, we got this.
Suara gue Bos bilang ya.
Iya.
The way that they made that pitch happen.
Iya, Kevin juga tegangnya bukan tegang ini doang nih.
Aduh, dada gue sakit.
Let's go.
Geter dikit nggak ngaruh tangan.
You knew that it was do or die. If it didn't work out, they're gonna lose so much control
Ya,
on
mereka
the side.
bayaran dia nggak mau
Definitely
buang-buang
it
ini ya.
did. Flash onto the cam does not activate the bird, but I think they might
Wah,
have heard
gila,
me.
stuck B gitu,
He was
pinter loh.
actually placing it there just to hold the lurk. And this is the perfect
Udah
move
masuk
for
ke
that
A.
Cypher on attack. You just don't want anybody to come around the corner once you pressure the other side of the map, giving
Aduh, wrong read.
peace of mind for the Dominatus players.
Yeah, and I think this composition for Dominatus
Tapi Byron sih,
is
harusnya
for what
harusnya
you
bisa.
want. You have that double duelist that can be very explosive. The Reyna can help out the Raze in terms of the entry. You have the Sky Flashes to boot.
Ya,
And
salah ada
sure,
dog
Dominatus,
Sky aja
they're
itu,
not gonna have
nge-clear
many
side
chances as
atau
soon as
nge-kill
they
itu.
burn all the
Salah read.
utility, but it's gonna be a big hit coming the way of Fancy on the Antico
Nice.
especially.
Ui, nice.
Nice.
Nice one.
Side, side. Kiri. Side, side.
Nice.
Ah, udah, menang.
Tutup.
Weh,
shotgun.
One more, low.
Tuh, dapat shotgun loh.
Damage done here for Fancy United.
Loh.
Let's go.
Nice, let's go.
Pintar. Viewers nge-push nih pintar. Oh, deg-degan nih.
Solid hold though.
Tanganku
from
dingin,
Fancy
cok, sumpah.
United here.
Gak bohong, tanganku
Great
dingin.
start here from Dominatus. I was already expecting them to maybe just be that one team that just rushes out into the site. No form possibly there, but they are looking solid with how they've been approaching these fights, especially that double satchel from 6Key. Is that a prelude or a
6K cosplayer, Ray.
we might see in this show that they are trying to
Bonus round.
well show to us.
Enggak.
In any case,
Bye.
here we go. Started the round for the buy here of Fancy.
Aduh,
Don't
timing.
change the channel because this is where things get interesting. Pain Shells though into play. Fisho has to retreat from it. Snakebite also for the stall.
Disiplin sih ya.
Similar setup here for Fancy United. Like that first round, but now they have
Oh,
the
nice.
Let's go.
Nice banget.
here from
Nice.
Snakey,
Nice.
and he's
Yeah.
able to make
Aduh,
it
satu lagi.
happen.
Nice.
Oh,
no.
On the board this time around,
Oh.
Fancy
Let's go.
United, they're able to win the duels that they would like, and Capiche is
Oh,
the last
let's
one.
go.
1v2 though,
Let's go.
isolates it versus yes I can,
Let's go.
and a big chance made here by Dominatus. Jin, the only one still standing. Capisha looking to find an angle here. Use the Seekers to get the intel. 6 bullets in the chamber also. Goes for a fake plant. Waiting for Jin to swing if ever. So much patience though from Jin. Capisha.
Nice.
Let's go.
Let's go. Capisha. Oh my god.
Nice banget anjir.
Gila.
Gila.
What
Magic.
the fuck?
So good.
Oh my god, so
Tajam banget capek sa.
gue gak bisa ngomong apa-apa coba. Sumpah, gue gak bisa ngomong, gue gak bisa komen satu. Gue gak bisa komen, gue gak bisa komen anjing,
Anjing
bagus
misal
banget
jago
mainnya
banget
gitu.
bangsat.
Gila.
Gila, gue kira kesalahan anjing.
Calm bener ya dia. Gila.
Dia tuh,
Mentalnya itu.
iya, topiknya gak asal-asal. Wah, emang.
Not only that, he's 7-0 right now. He has got no faults at the start of these 3 rounds.
And you can see now, Fancy
Mati,
United.
nice.
Oh,
Let's
no.
go.
Let's go.
What the fuck?
What is
Rugi ya,
up?
gila.
Indonesian players
Wih,
on
So
the
satu
race
di B.
with the
Bisa
shot.
ini dapat B.
good reaction juga anjir langsung ke B kayak gini.
Iya.
Now you got it on 6 key. And well, here we go again. B side wide open. Suka the one playing over Zahoka has a vandal.
Oh my
Si-
fucking god.
Dominatus.
Oh my god.
Terusnya Fancy itu sebenarnya nekan juga, cuman kan
So
delay.
clean from Dominatus. Oh, and I really like, you know,
Kalah
having
sama
a little
Dutch.
bit of your Sentinel utility, even if you're not Killjoy, just placed on the spike, just to kind of add a little bit more layering.
nggak sendiri.
And what
Iya,
is
bagus
already
tuh lihat.
Bagusnya
Kayak
iya,
gini
Holtnya
main.
kayak gini, jadi trade-tradean mainnya.
On that retake, Tupai is in a huge position. They actually just
Wah.
hold the contact.
Aduh, Milan.
Possibly, but no Cruz hits the shot for the double. And here
Halo.
comes the retake of
Halo.
Fancy United. Turn on its
Oh, ini Palo masih bisa ngereng kah?
Nice.
Oh, gila.
Nice.
Bacak.
And let loose the juice as he gets 3. Capisha though over onto the corner. Time running
Halo.
out here for Fancy United. Cruz
Halo, halo,
steps
halo,
up
halo.
what he needs to do the most, and it's now all
Halo,
about
Mas
running
Bican.
for all of the Beanors, but behind him, it's Fisho with the ankle. Is it gonna
No
be
time, no time, no time. Nice banget anjir.
Nice.
You said it yourself.
Nice
No time, no pain. And
Kok Mochi nggak main ini?
Masih gak main.
Mochi lagi masak. Kamu Mochi lagi masak.
that was
Aduh, ada nelpon gue lagi.
Mau itunya, mau live-nya, live Kak Cimuci masak.
hitting a kill on Tupai as well as
Cing,
that was
please.
Golden Blue.
Menangin ronde 7. Menangin ronde 7.
Able to get a
Menangin ronde 7 karena ada sesuatu.
very minimal HP, hits the shot.
Senang, Ben.
Anjing lebih. Anjing lebih. Lu ada sesuatu ya lu gue liat tuh ya.
Through his tripwire just so that they can secure
Mau live
the
Mochi
round.
masak.
Absolutely phenomenal from both teams, but at the end of the day, that was
Di push ya gila.
Penyermahan roti.
Waduh.
Oh my god.
Oh, Tupai-nya.
Weh, Tupai. Aduh.
Ah.
They pick up Tupai who had the spike,
6K.
and everything's left now to 6K.
6K.
Guardian
Tadi
will pick up
ngeliatin.
a
Ya,
lot
flash.
of
Ah.
damage from that range. Jin though ready for this if ever. The jump lead now.
Ah.
Ente.
Henti, nggak apa-apa.
It's Jin with the
Ya,
kill.
gara-gara
First
Viper
round for
doang
Fancy
anjing.
United after such a scrappy beginning to this one.
Oh yeah, scrappy.
Semuanya,
grueling
Cok,
round.
lagi
Miss karena iya nggak ada nggak ada yang nge-small, nggak ada yang nge-hold.
Aduh, mana ini Chen Kakoy? Aduh, Chen Kakoy.
Ini kolom komentarnya kenapa isinya aku semua dah?
Fansnya Ci.
Nice bisaan bang, aku siapa bang? Ini yang jadi host domnya Kak Chandra kah? Kok manggilnya Kak ya? Iya betul aku jadi hostnya.
Bohong-bohong sebenarnya bukan dia.
Iya, aku sebenarnya robot.
Wow.
Oke, coba dari shower lagi sama short.
Aduh, ini kalau kalah sih.
Aku
anjing
tim
sih.
hore yang menyimak deh. Nah,
Wah, sumpah ini kalau kalah.
Wah, nice.
What the
Let's
fuck?
go, let's go.
Let's go. Ya.
Ya.
Tawan ya. TV3.
Aduh.
Ya dalam smoke.
Aduh.
Ya.
Timing. Anjing. Golon.
Low, dua-duanya low, sumpah.
Low 2.
Nice banget.
Waduh, clean dong.
Play safe.
Ya, 3, 2, 1 masuk sama-sama. Nice. One
Let's go.
Baca gak sih?
Tupai. Tunjukin lah Tupai. Katanya lu jago, ayo.
Onto the site though. Yes, I can. Trying to navigate, moving into lamps. Yes, 5 bullets though in the chamber here. Has right for Tupai. Moving towards the backside even, and they're just wrapping around one another. A ring around the Rosie, but Tupai now. He has an inkling.
Mau
what's
ke B
going
kah?
on. And the rain
Nggak apa-apa sih, bagus sih.
chance actually to rotate towards B.
Mau nggak mau harus lari.
Ya biar lebih
Eh,
ada
enggak.
gitu.
Ya, still half time.
Kedengeran.
Yes, I can.
Tawan.
He can run behind him. Run
Bullet,
quickly,
fast bullet,
just
yuk.
in case Tupai is
Bye,
looking
bye.
for that flank. Tupai's not looking behind him though.
Yeah.
5 bullets still. I don't believe he oh no.
Ya.
Oh no. Tupai.
Anjing.
I think he overread it.
Yeah, I was thinking Tupai expecting the teleporter play into hookah, right?
Ada yang
And
komen
then
nih,
he's like,
Rai
okay,
8D.
this is where I can go for the
Siya,
reload,
Rai
reset
8D.
myself, but yes I can. Hounding his targets, and the name says it all. He's the one to rely on for fancy. Second round for them.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
It did not get overshadowed. The play that Fishio did.
Ronde 7.
Shower by himself before Cruz even came in to assist him. The double kill to hold that spike so that Dominatus couldn't pick it up was, again, thing of beauty. Still, either way, was just amazing to watch.
The Fancy United, the explosiveness comes in bursts. You think with the retirement of Nizzy, right, that we won't see this from Fancy. Come on, the identity of the team, make those kind of plays and find ways to just get immediate kills. We move
Nice.
though towards B side as now Sixkey yet again playing the entry, judge in hand, keeping yes I can at bay. Here's the shotgun now.
Retake.
So respect that space. And Dominatus.
Wah,
This is
di
their
pinch.
pick, but the hookah is
Nice,
from
nice,
Outlet.
Sixkey.
Two from Fancy United.
Ya.
In position on the high ground. Sixkey assisted
Nice,
now in
mati.
his foot.
Let's go Tupai.
Let's go Tupai. Oh my god.
What the fuck?
Tupai, where are you coming from, Tupai?
Another one for B
Let's
yours.
fucking
And
go,
he
kah?
maju
gitu loh.
towards A
Gila.
round.
They're rotating to A though.
Wah, ada Viper tapi coy.
Iya aduh, ngeri banget
anjing.
Vipernya ngeri sumpah.
Anjir.
As long as they play together. No.
Ya bro.
Anjing.
Ya. Tidur.
Wait.
Okay, Fishio,
Oh,
another
Tupai
one.
ningkil.
Fishio is just on fire
gila.
right now from the shower's position, and here he goes yet again.
Nice.
4 for
Let's
Fishio.
go.
Nice banget di yours. Oh, shit.
Now he's back to yours. It got
Nice banget. Ronde 7.
Oh my god, these rounds.
Si bocil.
Aduh. Siapa yang cita-citanya masak ronde 7? Iya.
Minus 1 kuping. Kevin kenceng banget coy anjing kayak.
And the decision to just keep pushing and go to spawn.
Oh, bebasa loh. Kayak gue ngapa-ngapain udah.
They're up to a certain point where Victor was just hitting all the shots, but still, right?
Yeah, I feel like Dominatus, they're understanding so well how to clear out these sites.
Aduh, Chen, come on lah, Chen. Ayo, Chen.
Come on. Oh my god. Ini it's your time, bro. What the fuck? Why you play like this lah?
Dapat pressure dia sumpah. Dia tuh dapat pressure sumpah. Oh, nice read. Nice read.
Oh, nice banget.
We'll have to see now in this one.
Cepat yang di streaming Dominatus bentar.
Double satchel, no, just a slow creep up on showers there. Ooh, the flash so that they expect that it might be a B. It's only Fishio holding the A site by himself.
With a classic.
With a classic. How's that gonna work?
He got the 4K a while ago, and you can see the respect Dominatus has for him. The fact that putting all these forces towards showers just to clear out the angle.
Showers.
Even go for the
I get the
secret
side.
and the
Nice.
Trailblazer. And a snake bite gets the connection.
Buset, snake bite-nya.
Pedih banget ya?
Being such a big bane with the poison. Tupai waiting for anyone to peek out if ever.
Aduh, Tupai.
Down, Jindo with the first kill.
Nice,
to the
nice.
right, Fisha with
Waduh,
the
nice.
flash.
Shotgun.
Straight out the
Let's
middle.
go.
Oh, itu semua.
Lo.
Yes, but gets still the fight.
Main sabar, main sabar,
Ada-
main sabar.
ada strike.
BR's playing away.
Disiplin,
Lineup
disiplin,
being
disiplin.
set also by
Sabar,
the
sabar,
Brim.
main sabar.
Orbital strike still ready here for Dominatus. A map
Aduh, ada
line
ulti.
Udah ada ulti ya si ini ya, si Chen ya. Nice.
They need to clear out the angles towards slams if no one's there to go for the oppressive hold. Orbital strike though, now this is the play. Be yours, waiting for the timing, waiting for the swing if ever. Yes, I can.
Oh, nice.
Away. Now the
Nice
ball is
line up.
there too. Suka on defuse duty has to let
Nice.
it go.
Nice, let's go.
Let's
fucking
fucking
go, boys.
6-2 as Dominatus gets another one.
Oh my god, they're looking so fucking beautiful.
$5 dipertaruhkan kata kamu Ci.
Kenapa katanya?
Kata Kamochi $5 dipertaruhkan.
Oh my god. Map 2 apaan? Map 2 apaan?
Map 2 Lotus.
And even if you do, he could just run away, right?
Kalau mainnya
Picknya Dom.
menang sih Dom kalau Lotus.
Bismillah.
Bismillah.
Holding his position on short just to add a little bit more.
Gue cari Russian match si Fancy, gak ada main Lotus.
Is his name, and the rest of Fancy United following suit. Rolling Thunder gonna be the call, and 60 can't get one. Apparently the Boombot does, but Fancy, they found the frags that they need, and now they have the advantage.
Let's go!
And Dominatus
What the heck?
Ente bang.
It was a
Anjir.
fickle round,
Ente
but
dah, ente.
Fancy United, they still get it done. Woo.
Kan bang, apa ini yang dinamakan cinta? Cinta ke Dominatus sangat betul itu.
Feels like it should be a little bit more like 3-3, but it's 3-6. Dominatus is still somehow, well, sorry for lack of a better term, dominating this game. That one round a while ago, Fisher's just been hitting all of those 6 shots, but it was so close. Tupai and Golden Blue were hitting some crazy shots.
Malam Pak, malam.
It's an interesting call for
Udah malam ya?
because we've seen from Dominatus Asura, if you
Belum.
their biggest strength
Masih pagi.
is playing the
Masih pagi ya?
sometimes they
Boleh.
struggle in the mid-rounding and some of the calls against certain angles. So if Fancy removes
Itulah
that from the
penciptaan
equation, takes the
cinta.
fight early on. Yes, it gets scrappy, but we've seen Fancy United get the job done twice already in their 3 rounds. Spike though left behind, an eco state for Dominatus. Suka prepared for this.
Palanya itu udah ditandain, sumpah ngeri banget ya Allah.
Breathing this push. The flash comes on out.
Wah.
With the first, Fisho's there with another one, and Fancy United they hold
Bukan
on to
yang
the
main
lead.
bukan Goten DKK. Beda lagi.
Lot. Now that they lost their Sky, heal's gonna be non-existent right now for Dominatus,
ini-
especially when they want to get a little bit more control.
Ini beda lagi ya guys.
The timing is gonna be sick here, but the double
Yeah.
swing and Be Yours gets overwhelmed. Yes, I can. Is he gonna throw out the Seekers or save it for the next one? It's a 5 versus 2. You can definitely at least build a bit of investment here. And 6key's head spotted. The double push.
Weh,
Cruz. Okay, he's hitting some shots with the
Okay.
Bucky. But yeah, it's not gonna happen. Not this time. Not this round.
Yeah. I mean, he got one with the Bucky. It's already impressive to say the least. Again, Dominatus, they lose rank, they add 6 key. It's the same old story with the Bucky and the jump.
Cewek yang main Kak, bukan cewek, bukan.
Wonder though now, what
Dominatus
will
biasa,
Dominatus
tapi
do?
Dominatus tapi
From
cowok
their
tapi
initial
udah yang itu udah ganti
Fancy
guys.
has found the
Udah ganti,
answer
guys,
in
ya.
different forms.
Sudah
The aggression,
diberbek.
playing it back. It needs to be Dominatus finding those immediate picks that have found value to open up these sites here.
Well, they might be able to do that now, especially with the showstopper available here for 6key. And if that happens, if he does get a pick, Neural Theft is also possible, ultimate to just kind of create a little bit more opportunities for them. But you can see how well
Iya betul
Burst
sekali,
is in kind
Kamuchi.
of stopping them from getting that quick burst in, because I think they also realize Dominatus is that team
Pai,
that
santai Pai.
needs to go for those quick burst entries and feed off of that. Fisho has been losing a lot of
Disiplin ya,
time
disiplin.
in this fight in shower, so
Kayak
he
gegabah.
wants
Pai,
to
santai,
show
Pai.
himself in this one.
Ini orang sabar banget sih. Udahlah, lihat sana lah.
Losing to Tupai is going to be bad. And immediately look at just how much
Nice,
respect he
nice.
gives.
Let's go.
Buset, terbang bro.
Pas buat di
Let's
atas.
go.
Nice.
Yeah, yeah. Ada Cypher.
Oh, nice.
Explosions abound all throughout this B side, but Suka holding down that hookah yet again.
shit.
It's
Yeah,
what
ente.
Fisher
Yeah,
has
ente.
picked up, but it's a trap as Suka has set things up and knocked things down.
Ada CT ya, ada
Fancy, a
CT.
power position.
75 lah, 75 lah.
Here, Asurai.
And it is
Best of 5, I think.
life of the
Satu.
raise, raising hell, raising everything to the ground. I will stop there. But you can see how much impact
Jadi
both
kangen
60
Goten dan
and Jin
kawan-kawan.
have been put up here. 11 on both the races.
Kita harus belajar move on, guys.
Absolutely right. The punish for Fancy
Gak baik.
showing a whole lot more here. Dominatus, their options were so many at the start of this round. 4-0, or either at the start of this half, and now it's all but been stopped by Fancy, who clearly has adjusted to their playstyle, but maybe a quick push on short can change things.
Kena Tupai, aduh.
Recovery and
Mati
even
Tupai.
more so as Jin
Mati.
starts things off with a frag onto Tupai. So a beautiful beginning here for Fancy. We've seen that this Jin Suka setup towards short has gotten stronger and stronger all throughout the game. Now
Jin Nasret.
showers a dead man's zone. Speaking of dead, Jin gets another one. Both duels down. Dominatus
35.
struggling
Itu
to
a
find a
shot.
way in.
This is a really nice way to just stop aggression on
Kok apa?
Keisha. Ooh. Forces Jin to
Kan
just back
ada
away. I know that we see
gerigi-gerigi
this
gitu.
every single round for Fancy here, but
Jadi kan bisa dia agak
Semoga roster ini lebih baik lagi.
they're
Amin.
on short by the
Amin.
and then just having the flash just in case they push out and not even hitting the one player that you have on short is actually pretty
tuh.
smart from Fancy here to utilize.
Yeah, Fancy has every bit of setup is in the camera. Looking perhaps for
Trying
Fisho.
to shut this
Does
one.
there move into shower.
Fail.
Sequel gonna be the play. This will immediately call the attention of Fisho. Breaks the first.
Ngapain bro?
Susah banget anjir.
Dominatus running out of time here. And with 20 seconds left, they need to push
Wah.
into a Fancy United.
Wah.
Is coming.
6-6.
Dari mati, Chen.
Alongside Cruz and
Ah.
Fancy have shut the
Bisa,
door
bisa,
on
defender.
Dominatus. They
Oh.
tie things up at the end. And the first half will be a 6-6 standing.
Bentar ya.
Fisho
Kita lihat ya.
knows that if they push that
Okay.
far into
Iya.
his ultimate,
Mumpung
a shorty
ya
shot is enough. 'Cause if
Jessica-nya
they
itu
let-
tuh.
Yeah, they're
Tiga
like 1
panas
HP
nih.
probably. If they don't rush in, or even if they do, they're just gonna take so much damage from the Viper pit that you're just gonna say goodbye to the probably worst weapon to die at long range from.
The pistol round again,
Right
seriously.
now we're seeing their form a little bit better. They're playing to their strengths especially, and I love how each round we would see the improvement from Jin and Suka. At the start, they were overrun by 6-Key as well as Capisha. Near the tail end, we would see them adjust their position, put themselves in more safe corners to get utility value first. That's what we expect from Fancy. Of course, Fancy play will be meeting aggression from Dominatus. A triple swing from Hookah to begin the round as we move to the second half here.
Yeah, immediately back away, leaving Biors by himself. No, actually with Capisha here, just in case. But they're starting to rotate bodies once again. Did they nade early on mid? I actually didn't hear they throw the nade. But if they didn't, that means that this might not be too bad. Because look at the positioning for 6-Key. If they actually plant on the A site, he has a position where his nade, if it's still available, can actually just stop the plant and give maybe an opening here for Dominatus to punish the offense if, again, it goes on the A side. But it's going to go the other direction. Looks like possibly they're bringing that spike to B.
BO berapa nih Pak? Ini
Ayo
BO
dong,
3.
ayo dong.
Aya towards the Hookah.
Best of 3.
Already in cover here. Able to cross his way to the other side. Fancy United bringing the spike towards that B side. So a 4-1 split for the time being. Noise being made by the Sky. But Visho spotted by the Cam. Jin now looking to play the entry and bring the spike towards that side. It's already though the side for a B-Ors over at elbow. 6-Q also pushing. No fear, but it will be Jin humbling his opposition. A big pick from Fancy United to be
Wait.
Oh timingnya.
5v4, the swing comes in triplicate. With
Nice.
Fancy United, they're ready for this.
Yeah.
Golden Blue
Yeah.
coming back.
Ten.
Runs out of life.
Ten.
Pistol goes Fancy United's favor.
Man, that was clean from Fancy. They throw out everything in the perfect
BO 3 ya guys ya. Ini BO 3.
Vizio with that smoke.
Yeah, anything can be happen.
Everybody's just hovering
12
there,
round.
maybe even in
MR
strike two, because they don't feel
12.
comfortable at all to push out just because of the HP degradation as well as just it being a smoke. And then again, as you mentioned, Jin, no fear, having so
12
much
round
at
itu,
his,
first 12 round itu
his
game changer.
leisure to help him support that push. on the
Gatal.
base. Absolute thing of beauty. But here comes the 5-man push from Dominatus on short.
Yeah, Dominatus throwing caution to the wind, and now they're ready to get into the meat grinder. Jin, 1, 2, 3, it's easy for
Gak
him.
ulti dia.
Goes for the fourth, give him the ace, why don't you?
Lah,
And yes, I can see
dicolong.
We haven't
Colong.
gotten, oh no, we haven't gotten an ace throughout the day so far, Asurai.
Sad.
Bisa yung
My
imbangin.
days
Bisa
are
ya.
over.
Bisa.
I'm kidding, guys. It's been amazing. If you're just tuning in and you haven't watched the first series, just check the past broadcast, and you're in for a treat. Because Boom was just insane there. But yes, this this day one's been good.
Yeah, and Jin is showing again why he's been such a traveler.
Wah no ace iya dicolong sama Jessica.
For quite a while, going to Fancy United when he returned to Vietnam. And truthfully, one of the star duelists in the Vietnamese scene for good reason. He just gets so explosive in any kind of situation. 21 kills to his name even.
Truly, and it didn't start like this, at least for this, the start of this map. He was looking a little bit cold, maybe shocked at how fast Dominatus has been
mereka
with their
kebe.
offense. But this is where you do tend to also give Fancy the credit of they were also pretty fast at adjusting. That 0 to, what was it, 4 or 5 turned into a 6 to 6 at the end of
nge-lag.
at the end of the half.
I mean, it's a stellar recovery here for Fancy United. Here, and Dominatus on the other end are the ones on the back foot. Bonus time here for Fancy also. And Dom, just waiting now for someone to come their way. Fancy though have rotated accordingly.
Nge-lag
As a
banget.
full unit, they're coming in from short. They have the Viper wall set up, and with a fault line and Trailblazer to clear out Lamps, Fancy United are comfy with the space that they're taking here.
And this damage on
Nice.
Tupai is not going to help his case at all.
Nice, Tupai.
Maybe. No, he
Nice.
still hits the shot.
Nice.
Absolutely amazing for Tupai
Shitty
right
three.
there. Sixkey helping it out. Throws out the satchel just to stop the plan if ever.
Ya,
Does he have another one?
dari
Yes,
dari
displace them,
U-Haul-nya
but they
ada
do
orang.
not displace. Yes, I can. Great position on Lamps. And this Lamp
Ente.
get opened up. No Genie will be had for Dominatus, and Fancy United striking back hard, 9 to 6.
Oh, you're witty, wordplay. But it seems like Fancy United have made 3 wishes in the past few rounds. See, I'll go with it. And exactly what I was talking about, the fact that they have that Viper wall to keep their cross so covered and so safe. Added to the breach and the Sky's Trailblazer, Lamps is free for Fancy United to take. And it was up to Tupai to stop the
Kesian.
plant in its tracks. With that not happening, Fancy was just in control. And
Habis
they
ini
have
up deh
gotten
nih.
a
Tahu
7
tuh.
round
Panas
lead
dia.
over the past 2 halves here, Asarai. It's all Fancy right now.
They're so fancy, and they already know. They're in that fast lane, you know?
From LA to Tokyo, or in this case, from Vietnam to Indonesia. Still though, Cruz.
Oh, wow.
That's a big pick. Fancy United again. For some of their newer members, especially Cruz.
Gila.
Gila ya si Icon ini
Yes, I
aing.
can though. The form is back. The name is there. And the
Kalau
2K
lihat-lihat dari
has
recent
opened up
match-nya Icon yang carry
Bad for
biasanya.
Dominatus. Yes, I can. Getting into that groove once again.
Posisinya.
And here's also a difficult thing in this match for both of the teams. If you make a mistake, or rather, if you get a pick and you get picked off, you can get healed by your teammate. In any case, Tupai, let's see.
Oh.
1 tap, 1 kill?
No way. Tupai's inside. The flash is there. And okay.
Oh.
Tupai's
Ah, dia bisa.
Oh,
Ente.
the knife. Suka. Okay. A little bit of Tondo here in the labs, but Fancy United make it 10 here, Asarai.
Dave. But completely
ya.
stopped Dominatus. Oh, we do have tactical timeouts in this tournament.
Oh yeah,
What was-
that's a thing.
what
Where was
was I
that last
thinking?
game?
All right, in my defense, I haven't casted in months, and
No,
we
I
didn't
mean-
see it in the last game. Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. Where was
in the
this
last
last
series.
series? It kind of just ended 13-2 without any timeouts, but you understand why Dominatus is taking this timeout. It's just been Fancy United from what 6-3, 6-4, if I remember correctly, to the
Yeah.
10-6 standing,
Yeah.
and Fancy overall. It's just so oppressive how they get these strong
Kenapa?
positions, especially towards A. Lamps is Fancy.
Iya, gameplay mereka tuh kayak
Kalau
gitu.
sabar, terus kalau tim fight yang 3v3 kayak gitu menang terus
Picks
dia.
coming on in from Cruz along the way. This
Oh,
double control is
Dominatus
getting
selalu
played
keculik
all across
satu.
the map into the post plant because of how Fancy's been playing this.
Gimana?
Yeah, I
Tim.
absolutely agree with that. And there has been, again, Dominatus is that team. We already know that the way that they structure or the way that they approach their plays, even on their defense, is just to be aggressive. 3-man push altogether. But it hasn't been working because Fancy, it's either they got the timing, it's either they're just aware of it, they're ready for it, and they just keep winning those frags. Look at these, the kills right now for Dominatus. They've been, again, so much welled up in the first half, and it's all but stopped. 12 kills on 2
No,
by is the
set
best
A,
they
set
can
B
get,
deh.
or the highest they can get right now as of the moment.
Yeah, it's been
Udah ulti
explosive
lagi
for
si Res.
Dominatus in the beginning of the map, but right now it's more also a whimper from them. Instead, Jin bringing in the boom with the showstopper, launches it towards elbow, keeping the sky at bay. And Fancy United a quick
Pintar,
save
Cok,
towards
ini.
B already, but job's not done.
Kecil.
Fisher with poison cloud
Ngambil
also.
itunya mulu.
It's already such a sweat up from Fancy United. We've seen this
Buat
for
mainnya dia
Fancy.
sendiri.
They're ready for the openings, and the flash comes in. Jin is ready for this one. Capisha though, fight back, Cruz with the trade. And now 4v3. Cloud though preventing Gold and Blue from navigating through. Cruz instead gonna be that contact alongside Suka. All out, Sixky makes it happen. Sixky with another one.
Ya, ente.
Hampir.
Visio crouch down ready.
Ayo, Chen, semangat.
Left though, it's Gold and Blue. And let's see what Dominatus can do here. Visio shooting the wall, trying to go the
Ente.
opposition.
Oh, kesian.
Timing from yes I can, and yes he will. Paints a different picture here for Fancy, and 11 now for Fancy United.
Man, Sixky was starting to pop off. At some point there, I thought he was going to hit the shot on Fishio, but the crab walk just was the better of the two. A couple of good hicks from Dominatus, but the set play from Fancy was so smooth, so clean.
Iya, panas, panas.
Dominatus on the site, not even giving him any opportunity to get any value there whatsoever. Even if they didn't have the showstopper, I think the effect would have still been the same, just because of how well the positioning and the setup was from Fancy.
And Fancy United, sure, the innovation isn't as much anymore. It's still
Dan kok 13 nanti bang streamernya Pargo ya, jangan gitu dong. Gue disuruh Pargo ya.
As soon as Fancy gets the side, gets that spike down, the round is effectively over. Dominatus have struggled to play in the post plant, and Tupai taking a different page now in this game. Fisho, he saw
Aduh, ketahuan.
the shorty's enough to get the first. Oh, Fisho's not done.
He can get the punish here very
he's so
easily,
ready.
and he does. I gotta ask that. How did he know Tupai was gonna be there?
Look, Fisho is a master of Viper. Truthfully, sometimes I think he's a one-trick at it from his play history so far. But you know, he just knows how to find every single bit of expertise in it. Just knew where the Poison Cloud opening was. And you saw it, right? He was keeping an eye on where it would clip. Those are the crazy things that Fancy's so confident. They're so everything is so different here for Fancy United compared to the first half. And they are now one round away taking this map.
Sorry, not trolling. That was a tactic that they had used to bring out Sixky from spawn.
Tactical fake plant multiple times.
Exactly. That's value.
That's value. Come on, you hear the sound cues like, no way he's doing this.
Bisa.
Oof. Big oofs. All right, 12 to 6. The tables have definitely turned at this point, and looking at that, it was only the great start from Dominatus, but Fancy, they pulled under the rug once again. We have not moved an inch in terms of the rounds for Dominatus in the second half, in the second half. So you gotta do something.
Fancy United, they're ready to just end this one already. The boombot's there, the spike plant is so quick even, and now the Viper Spit is gonna play even while you spam die. Cruz just marks his target. This has been so strong for Fancy United, whether it be the attack and the defense. Fisher doing it yet again, and the countdown to the Dominatus destruction is on.
They have a showstopper. They can use Sixky right now. If they can get into showers, I know it's a little bit risky.
Yeah.
He can pressure everybody to get out of dodge, but no, it's only good for the one.
He took that risk.
Entera, bang.
Will just be Capisha instead. Time running out. And Fancy United, they're just so.
Try.
It has just been a streak to remember. And
Okay, next round.
Round strike, gila.
Wow, definitely another great game in the books in Bind, and Fancy showing up what they have got.
Gila, Fancy ya. Ngeri.
Fishio has definitely solidified himself as the MVP for that first map. You mentioned how much big brain this man has on that Viper, and with that one play that we saw
Ah, next map bisa.
to a 6, but I think the one before that where he spotted out Tupai somewhere on hookah where his leg just like got off of the smoke, that was something. Anyways, huge win here, and
Let's go. Tildi. Apa bang apa?
Next map.
Ini kalau apa? Pusing kepala.
Pusing kepala.
Kalau ngeliat di VLR Dominatus 8,5 anjir.
Serius?
Iya. Iya bang. Tinggi bang.
Panas banget dari ruangan gue ya. AC nyala nih perasaan.
Yeah, true. Again, they did try to, go for those 3-man pushes, and then somewhere there they got punished so much that they got indecisive and just
Next map.
waited, I think, a lot more on their own side of the spawn.
Picknya fancy.
Decided to go retake every single round because they just had no answer to the set plays on the offense here from Fancy United. So again, you mentioned it already. Lots more pedigree here for Fancy. They're the longer standing team. They have a lot more experience, and it really goes to show that they have so much options as well as I would say just preparation in that bind map. So right now for Dominatus, what do they have? Anyways, here's a quick rundown of the results from that first map that we have had, and 25 kills for Jin and Fishio at 21. These two really striked hard on that second half.
And look at the team play also. 14, 13, 10 assists for many members of Fancy United. We've seen multiple times that they just play off the utility of one another. And
Siapa?
I still remember when Fishio shorty kill onto the Reyna. But what happened next? Fault line to keep him ready to repeat. Someone else covering the entrance of Hookah. It's a team from Fancy United that has
yang penting semangat semuanya.
with the Dominatus onslaught. And when it went down to those later rounds, we didn't see the multiple push from Dominatus.
Ini aku udah bisa ngebayangin nih Chen di marahin nih Chen.
It really, I think, hurt them because I think again, Dominatus is already that team that has shown how much emphasis they have on that offense. So why not just keep using it, right? Again, if they break it a little bit further, it's gonna just not work out for them. Anyways, guys, we are gonna go on a bit of a breather here. When we come back, it's gonna be game number 2. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back for map 2.
Gak guna ini cok, fungsi ini.
Is this a game to you?
Gua tadi malam seru tuh, setelah subuh. Tim Spirit ngebantai Gaimin.
Or them.
Apaan? CS?
Dota. Ya.
Oh, Dota.
3-0.
This isn't only in person or only
2 times champion.
This is
TI.
digital. Millions of people tuned into over 30 languages. This isn't just for the boys or just for PC gamers. This is
Kalau Dominatus menang map 2, going to map 3.
This is a legacy of 20
Map yang
plus
dipilih
years
sama
pushing
ininya.
esports forward. This isn't niche anymore. This is 80 events, 350,000 attendees, 582 million live stream hours in 2022. This isn't meme display pics and
Salat dulu deh guys ya.
This is cheering together.
Bentar ya guys, be right back, salat dulu.
Oke.
This is the company
Kalian juga sholat
by
guys,
the
jangan lupa
biggest
sholat.
brands and publishers. This is expressing yourself. This is the heart and home of esports.
Dominatus gak bikin divisi lain lagi pak, belum tahu ya.
This is passion. This is for you. This is so much more. This.
Isya semoga berkah habis ini. Amin.
Is ESL.
This.
Let's do something crazy, get a bit wild today, 'cause we don't do this every day and we deserve it. Life is so amazing, nothing is in our way. Baby, let's fly away. Do you feel
Dominatus got this, bro. Kadang lagi gini ya.
Let's break some rules. No, we don't always have to be good. Don't always have to do things that we should. But feed the fire. Let's see it through and let go of what's holding us back. Just light it up and we'll break through the past and take it higher. Is your heart rushing the way my heart's rushing when you take it all in? Baby, this is where we come alive. Do you feel it? Take the world by storm. Just you and I. You and I. Can't believe it took so long to realize. This is where we come alive. Do you feel it? Take the world by storm. Just you and I. Can't believe it took so long to realize what makes us, makes us, makes us. This is where we come alive. Do you feel it? Take the world by storm. Just you and I. Can't believe it took so long to realize what makes us, makes us.
Betul, kadang jalur langit.
Why don't we take a trip, quick flight overseas? Somewhere you ain't never been and slide on something. It's got me wondering. Take a trip to the 513. Take a shot at the liquor and slide on something. And it's got me
Iya, lemes badan gue, Cok. Let's go, bantai 13-0. Amin, let's go.
Kalau mainnya rapi, kemungkinan bisa.
Iya, kalau mainnya rapi bisa. Harus cepet belajar dari kesalahan. Harus cepet realize masalahnya gitu kan.
I love how our production has some fire tunes.
Cukup saya aja kebantai di kompe Dominatus jangan. Kamu Ciko curhat.
That's making it so awesome for us to watch all of the matches here, and as well as the observer. Anyways, here we are, guys. Game number 2 is about to go underway between Fancy United Esports and Dominatus, where, quick recap here for the viewers, Dominatus had such a great start, and then it just stopped. Fancy United woke up and they just chose violence at the end of that second half.
I mean, if Astor was gonna say that sentence properly, he'd be like, Dominatus used to dominate until they were dominated by Fancy United. Am I wrong or am I wrong, Astorai?
Yeah, I know what? I don't want to keep using the same word to describe
Kirim
your
35.000, 6.000.
But at the end, we're gonna be moving on to Lotus. And fun fact, Astorai, while you were busy flexing your biceps during the break, I checked out a few matches that I remembered from Ascension, and I have realized Fancy United's permaban used to be Lotus. So this is a very interesting pick by Dominatus. This is actually, I'm very surprised that Fancy United has let this pass. So it has to be something they're preparing for. But at the same time, they've only played it once in the year, and Dominatus is
Let's
looking
go,
to take
Dominatus. Let's
It's
go.
fair to say that, wouldn't it be because Sunset is already here as well? That's why maybe there's just that one extra map that gets put back into, oh, we can use this to go against you. So that's probably also a reason why, because Fancy did ban Sunset, if I'm not mistaken. So, well, really good at Dominatus for being able to spot out the discrepancy of Fancy here, but it's still going to be, I think, a difficult step for them, especially with how well Fisho has been playing on that Viper, which I think is actually a really strong pick as well on Lotus.
Yeah, I mean, he's been the expert at Viper in the SE region for so long in this year already. In Fancy United, they have that momentum. Just checking that map draft a little bit. Yes, they did ban out Sunset and Breeze. That's why Lotus was available for Dominatus to pick. And I wonder, because of their more chaotic playstyle from Dominatus, a 3-site map, will it suit them? You might think immediately yes, because they pick Lotus right.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, they also banned out Haven, which is another 3-site map that we get in our pool. So I do wonder, what is the
Ngomong apa Bang Messi?
compared to them playing on Haven here on Lotus, right? Because if they're just trying to pick Lotus,
Kayaknya audio stream lu kecil banget ya.
Apa? Audio stream gue Musta?
Desktop audionya.
Stop audio, bentar. Stop audio apa suara?
Apa suara live streamingnya?
Suara mic gua apa?
Again, if we are going to be looking at things with how they go for the agent selection as we are waiting.
Nah, live streamnya kecil banget. Suara caster nggak kedengeran.
On Lotus for Dominatus here. They
Coba ya, ini udah belum ya?
what was this? This was a double duelist. They had the harbor. This was
Ini mic gua juga udah nih.
months ago, like mid-year. So this, it's been a while since they played Lotus. So I don't know what adjustment they will bring or if it's going to be the same pick they had.
Oh, suara. Oh, oke ini.
Streamnya coba digedein.
Heavily
Ya,
relies
coba.
on
Di YouTube.
the double duelist. We could be seeing a lot more commitments of a site push rather than splitting up and
Yeah.
looking for picks. But I don't know how this is going to work out, especially again with Fancy United being so locked in on their defense here. So again, it's still pretty much in the air, but you can at least be sure that Dominatus will try to be as aggressive as they can to try to bully out Fancy here. But I will say, Fancy also a team that is not is very familiar rather to aggression.
I think this is such a mystery map right now, since again Dominatus have that new roster compared to what they had before. They haven't really played Lotus yet.
Oke, thank you for the info. Kalau ada yang masalah suara atau apa bilang aja ya.
So far with this
Biar gue tahu.
So I wonder right now, what can they bring out to surprise Fancy United? I'm still expecting the Viper Omen from Fancy as per usual. Yes, I can actually locking in that breach, but Dominatus is so sure already of what they want to run. It's a Jet and the Fade and Sky together. So double Initiator versus double Controller. Suka though moving over to the Cypher. So Fancy United, they still want to run the double smoke composition as per usual, but a lot more backline presence this time around.
Yeah, true. This will help out, especially against Dominatus, who does have the "who let the dogs out" comp here, especially with the not the full one because they don't have the gecko, but at least they do have, like you mentioned, the double initiator on that Sky as well as the Fade. So there's a lot of corner checking that Dominatus can do without actually using their players to corner check, which is definitely going to be a good thing.
I also like the Dominatus is going back to more utility-based composition. They're not like what we saw in that last series that they would try to force the double duelist. 6-key is more so their duelist player versus Tupai, and given the fact that they can assist 6-key right now on all the antics, I do feel like Dominatus can still bring that explosive start. I just wonder how they're gonna handle it later on when Fancy United does adjust, when it does taper off for Dominatus in their performance, and especially that you still see the Comfort Fixer Fancy, Jin on the Raze, Fishio on the Viper. It's still deadly no matter what map it is in.
Hello guys.
You mentioned that this map is a bit of a mystery with how both of the teams is going to be addressing it. I will also retake my statement that it was the older roster of Dominatus that was playing on Lotus. It's totally a mystery right now on how this is going to be paired up. But I will say, individual player performance, Jin has been phenomenal, as you mentioned, with how well he's been accessing the site with the set plays that this team has. Even on defense, it's very possible right now. And Jin, I do like how he positions himself
yang menang
to
Dominatus
also
atau Fancy.
let his teammates feed off of
Dominatus
his
harus
release.
menang
That's going to be
sih
something to definitely
buat
watch out for here
biar dapat
as
momentum
Fancy United
lagi.
is going to be starting on this defense. So everything is already laid bare. We already know the agent selection here. Now is just to see how the pieces move, especially with this double initiator that I feel like, I don't know if I am incorrect at saying this. It feels like it feels like it
Assalamualaikum.
lost its value
Waalaikumsalam.
on Lotus, where it's a lot more double control.
Lebih ke sabarnya tim Dominatus
Because
aja
you
sih.
can just make the
Soalnya bener-bener
battleground a
dari gua
living
liat
hell
tadi,
for your opponent, right? Especially when you have one of those walls
Fancy
to
tuh,
use, whether it be the Harper or the Viper.
si
Fancy those still in
Visio
the
ini
comfort picks that we've mentioned a
sabarnya
while
minta
ago.
ampun suruh
And my
ngeliatin
eyes,
bet bener-bener
you as
gak
right,
dilepas.
are on Jin right
Emang.
now. He got
Tupai
6
pun jadi
first kills
jadi
in
gimana
that
ya, jadi
last
gegabah
map.
kayak
I
perlu
wonder
gua
if he
ngepick ya,
can get
ngepick
off
ya.
to a hot start the same way again. Fancy though,
Sabarnya parah
beginning on the
sih Visio.
defense, Dominatus on the
Nonton
attack,
Zah.
and I like it for Dominatus.
Bang
He
Zik
go
roar
for the
inti
attack,
bumi
he
dong.
set that pace, and look to
Siapa
get a
itu?
good start just like on Bio.
Wah jangan.
Roar
Nanti mati semua yang nonton.
His
jangan.
fault line for
Berabe
A.
kalau yang nonton mati
I
semua
mean, they
nanti nggak
only
ada yang
showed a
dukung
little bit of
ya.
presence on C here, and you can see, yes, like, rather, players of Fancy not really over rotating just yet, and they did break mid link. This is going to be interesting.
Dominatus ya.
Also looking for contact.
Apa Zah?
Dominatus ya.
They have to deal with an open doorway courtesy of Cruz, and Sixky's keeping an eye out for it. Jin also ready now towards the
Nice.
site. Keep an eye out for Yes I Can, because that big
Go on.
facility will go through that wall if ever.
Yes, I can.
But Jin caught with the nade
Nice.
being tossed. Sixky on the board. Dominatus
Yeah,
trying to go for the clear, but Yes I Can holding on to the tree area. There's the Prowler, there's the kill. Capisha win one. Cruz though gets two back, and Fancy United, they have the advantage.
They have the advantage. They have the pinch coming in from all directions, and they've isolated both Capisha as well as Tupai here. That smoke is
Kena
just,
palanya tuh kayaknya.
again, bringing them apart.
Ah,
And Capisha doesn't
kenapa
even
nggak
get
ngeliat
hit, or
sana,
doesn't
bro?
even know that he got hit from the behind. That's just going to be a quick defuse, and Fancy United retaking the site very cleanly.
I mean, we've been saying that this map's gonna be a mystery, but Fancy's the one just enveloping the site with their shroud. This double controller setup, it's par for the course for what Fancy loves to play even in their history. And right now, Cruz and Fisho, they're gonna look to maximize that, to isolate the angles, as you mentioned.
Misstep on Jin though at the start of that fight, but there still was so many steps that Dominus had to do to get into the site, and during that time they got punished. Again, Yes I Can is already activated here. That's a lot of rifles that they're using, and this could actually go either way if Dominus can find some value on the sheriffs that they've actually gotten, because if you're looking at it, Fancy United is on half shields, so there's a opportunity to make something happen here.
Yeah, there's a world that they just suddenly die, right, for Fancy United.
That's one, Chen.
And Dominatus, there you
There it
go.
is.
It might be this world. This might be the reality. But Jin just checking out that angle, 1-for-1 eventually over the map. And Fancy, they have to be
Nggak tahu
very
kalau C-nya
careful in how
clear.
they peek, because Dominatus, they got that pick, and that's a sign for Seaside to be a bit more open.
They could try, but since they don't really have that information, and the pick that they got was so far into the site, they really can't pick up that weapon at all. So they just have to regroup and hope that this amount of players from Dominatus is going to be enough to take that A site. Speaking of A site, Jin, it's part 2 for you, buddy. Oh, you almost get spotted there by Capisha and just shot off.
Dangerous territory for him, but this time around he was already with the gun. Speaking of it, Cruz with the one, but BRs makes the trade happen. Here comes Fisio, and as par for the course, what's new with Fisio getting those kind of kills? Gold and blue though. Small opening made, now has the flag angle and the bulldog to work with. But the problem is Fancy has control of the spike. Yes, I can. He's cover right now. Fisho checking things out with the poison clutch.
Nggak ada expect.
As time runs out here for Dominatus, a chance here to
nggak
catch
tahu
out
dia.
Fancy, but Fisho
Ah,
is
udah
spot,
nice,
and yes, I
pistol.
can with a confirmation. 2-0
Bye,
now.
bye.
Very
Lumayan
expensive
expensive.
round 2.
Ya, roundnya expensive.
Lots of the players there are Fancy. I think that was like 3 bought up.
Psikopat singularity-nya nggak di-upgrade. Iya, itu siapa?
They're still going to be able to
Siapa yang nggak di-upgrade singularity?
get all of the stuff that they want to buy.
Tupai,
at
Kamu
this
ada
point. Are they going to go for
Nggak tahu siapa yang punya
Si
single
Isa,
ya.
si Isa. Siapa
Or they're
Oh,
deciding
bisa.
for maybe just the somewhat bonus. I don't know how this is going to go. But what is interesting right now is 6 key on the operator. No shield, glass cannon, full aggression, full confidence, and he might actually get caught with the stun right in his face.
Oh.
He's getting chased down. Oh, you gotta run, bro. You gotta run. He's trying to escape, Dax.
What
Yeah,
the?
he's trying to get the hell out of there, but Fancy United unrelenting on the push. They now have gotten control of the spawn of the opposition. And not only that, That's right. They have the spike. It's been left behind by Dominatus in that chase. And it's such a struggle now because Fancy United have confirmed all the angles and are ready for any flash shenanigans if ever. Haunts there though. Cruz and Jin setting up the crossfire. Prowler now getting confirmation onto the corner. And the smoke. It's a barrier here for Fancy United to use to keep Dominatus at bay.
Spike is here.
How far is the Omen from maybe having a
from the
ultimate?
shadows?
Bro.
That's the only reason. That's the only way they can probably try to bring this out, or maybe open the door into him raising hands of Suka.
This one.
No, but Fancy. They've gotten the kills that they need. 3v3 for the time being. But you mentioned that Gold and Blue might be trouble here. Yes, I can holding things down. Here comes Paranoia. Yes, I can another one. And Gold and Blue is the only one standing. Cruz makes quick work
soalnya
of the Sheriff.
spike itu sengaja ditaruh situ soalnya mereka mau main slow.
Yes, no.
Nah, habis itu ternyata di push A-nya. Nah, gara-gara panik kan, lari semuanya ke arah C. Lupa ambil spike-nya.
That was an interesting round. Because, again, you saw the panic from Dominatus there, right? The first panic was 6
Tadi sebelum nge-pick si Dupe nggak ada flash kan ya? Swing gitu doang.
Nggak tahu dia.
Pas masih di smoke.
Nggak tahu tuh dia ada flash atau nggak tuh.
Split apart, smoked off, and then the spike was, as you mentioned, left on spawn. That's big oops for Dominatus. Definite big missteps.
Yeah, it just goes to show Fancy United again. They know how to prioritize these objectives, and you can really see their experience versus Dominatus is such a gap that the Dominatus needs to try and clear. Yes, I can though with the first for him. Ready now to go against Be Yours, who does take some damage. Keep an eye out also for the Cypher of Suka. He has to set up in the high ground. Golden Boo will struggle to actually make his way through. The smoke's there though, Sixky. Also breaking the tripwire. But Fancy United, they're just not resting on their laurels here, Asarai. They're still advancing throughout the map, going for the pinch if ever. Yes, I can. Getting ready for contact.
Fancy ini udah pede.
Fancy United, they have all the angles they want for the station. Dominatus getting the plant down.
I think that's the correct decision as well. They can pinch a little bit just in case somebody from Dominatus is holding the lurk or maybe lurking themselves. All right? But now, it's going to be a 5 versus 4 on that retake. And that walk-up from Dubai is not going to work. That catch-off from Sixky, as well as the hold there on drop is not going to work. And the last player on tree, Be Yours, he's just put in a position that just feels impossible, especially where that spike was planted.
Yeah, it's ambitious here from Dominatus. It was an eco round, so there's nothing really to lose in that scenario. But Fancy United are exploiting what they've realized from that first map. Dominatus can be explosive, yes.
Main bridge terus ya Fancy.
Mereka tuh bridge, bawa bridge mereka tuh.
Dominatus have to bring to this game.
Signature bridge.
Karena statnya itu. Kalau kena tuh
it's showing that Dominatus, at least against Fancy, are the one-trick wonder. Be aggressive, overwhelm, but now that that's not working, what's next?
What else?
Okay.
Right there. Fancy fighting already. It's a 2-for-1. Bishop with another set of kills, and there you go. He's good for 4, and that's another round for Fancy.
Berapa round?
Look at you, listen, man. Fancy United, they just keep
6-2-6 kalau nggak salah.
on a round-per-round basis.
Terus di comeback twin strike.
Truly, and now Dominatus very early has actually called a timeout here. Just, I think rather than anything else, they just need a breather. It feels like
Lotus emang bagus sih, iya sebenarnya bagus kalau misalkan standnya tuh ngeselin banget.
Or they're in that headspace that has happened, or that does happen a lot of times, where why does it feel like they always know where we are, right? Because you mentioned already, like you said, blink it or you're a miss. All of the catch utility that Fancy had for any offense was on C, and lo and behold, Dominatus was all the way on C. So, yeah, that's not fun.
I think the biggest thing Fancy United has done in this map is the way that they're willing to check things out.
Masih.
You can see that they peek towards Rubble, they peek towards Mound, and they don't really have the intel gatherers that Dominatus have with the Fade and Sky on the other side, right? But instead, they have cover. They have the Viper, they have the Omen, they have the Cypher also in the pinch. And that's what gives Fancy United this kind of confidence, the way that they're able to cut these sightlines and get the advantage in the firefight.
Fair enough. And with Yes I Can, just able to supplement any kind of encounter with his long-range fault line. It just feels like it makes it easier for Fancy United to do
Ruangan panas
that,
banget ya Allah.
to be a lot more
AC udah
proactive,
16.
just because they
Jadi panas ya,
have
Bang Jik?
such a great
Panas.
support system.
Mandi
with
keringat.
reach. Anyways, Suka. Oh,
Bisa panas ini tiba-tiba.
not sure if I heard it, Ash. Anyways, does have a setup on C site
Ayo,
here,
udah bisa, udah bisa.
forcing them back. Dominatus, he plays so
Semangat.
far.
Oke.
Even if they threw maybe the emo Rolling Thunder, I forgot what it's called. Nightfall. There you go.
The emo
Itu
Rolling
apaan?
Thunder.
Oh.
My Chemical Romance presents Nightfall. Well, welcome to the parade, Asurai. And welcome to the C site that Dominatus are trying to hit. Suka, though, his setup's very pesky.
Wait,
Notice
kenapa
that
lari?
hammer on top of things, Cyber Cage in the way. Also, a Jin this time
Culik.
around is the one who gets that first kill. So, a good start for Fancy.
Ya, mereka udah takut mainnya. No.
I do like how there is a trap for the B site, so that
Mereka
Cruz
udah
doesn't even have
takut
to look
mainnya.
at B main up until they break that tripwire, which he's about to actually do right now, as they've abandoned the C site push just because there's just nothing left for them right there. I know, rush it in. There's a chance here for Tupai. That gets shut down. And now Golden Blue and the rest of the team stuck on the B site. Florida's lava. They gotta keep moving. Weapon picked up here from Golden Blue. This man's just not gonna find that value, so that's all been shut in Fancy United 6-0.
Nothing just works for
mainnya
Dominatus.
jadi-gitu ya?
Lurk towards A, caught. Lurk towards C, caught.
mental.
Pick towards B,
Kena mental
caught,
nih.
caught.
Biasaan.
Fancy United is just
Kayaknya sih ya kena
the
mental ya.
opposition. And I gotta give it to Fancy. This is a map that they've been banning all throughout the year, that they haven't really felt comfortable playing in their previous iteration. And right now, they're finding
Ayo dong.
mediums of control, whether it be Yes I Can and his angles where he can safely go for utility, or the peaks and setups
Pasti
courtesy
udah
of Suka and Jin.
diem-dieman.
It's just all Fancy right now. Dominatus
Peak
unfortunately
udah.
them. They just haven't found the answer. Showstopper even. Here we go again from slow to fast. Fancy United just going for it to blast.
Kacau balau,
Ready
gila,
for them.
di-push
Make
gila,
that
gila.
4, and everyone from Dominatus will fall yet again.
Man, there is just
Main
no
tupai
safe
gitu, main.
ground. You're even at your own side of the spawn.
Mentalnya kena udah itu.
Keep an eye in just
Nggak bisa lagi sudah. Mau jago apa mental kena langsung cupu ya.
They're pushing up their lead. And there's nothing Dominatus
Langsung kayak Iron ya.
can really do against
Iya,
that round.
mental emang
You just
udah.
saw Biors was just sitting down. He was crouching for dear life. Oh my god, somebody don't even check me, please. And that did not, well, pan out. I guess the best case scenario
Mau
right now
I'm
for
good di
Dominatus is
kompe.
they have all of them.
Mental kena di turnamen hilang I'm good-nya.
At what point do you stop?
Udah maju aja kenapa?
Again?
Iya tahu, tabrak aja
Side
nanti bro
ult
deh.
chance.
Aduh.
Oh, the whiffs, that's gonna hurt them a lot.
Whiff dia.
Those blades
Aduh.
get that value, and now it's all been shot.
It's the same angle.
liatin dong.
So Martin and Jin also taking an opportunity to just turn Dominatus into mincemeat. These rounds are going so quick for Fancy United. It's just gimme after gimme for them.
I thought our first series was a speed run. The second map on the second series, Fancy United's like, dude, I want to get myself out of here. I want to just finish this game off. Dominatus got nothing
Nih
on us.
nonton
We just keep
ikutan capek
pressuring,
nontonnya.
putting down the pain. And again, we just go back into that point that there's really not much left for them. Sixkey, who was stellar, I would say, at some point.
Ah,
By
tupai nggak dikasih kill kacau sudah.
he had a chance to get those
Apaan
bullets
dah?
working for him and lost it. It was a
Tupai,
microsecond, but that
80
microsecond was all he had.
Ayo Pai, lu yang
Fast
main.
reaction from Dominatus, and this time Tupai will deliver.
Main bener ayo.
Oh, terus biar now as Yes I Can has been flushed out.
Dok,
This time around,
nice.
Cruz
Kena
is
tuh
still
kena
the
Pi.
threat to deal
Nice.
with. Here by Norway, the Trailblazer into play, and Bior sleeps into action.
Land the boom.
4v2 though.
Come on,
Fancy
aduh,
United
jangan
coming out
nge-throw,
from the high
please.
ground for Sixkey, ready for this one on top of the boxes. And then
Nggak ada
Sixkey is coming. Yes, he
kontak-kontakan,
does.
bro.
Anticipates the
Iya.
angle. Gives a chance here for Fancy. Snakebite also into play as we see the cipher of Suka, I believe, navigating his way towards the smoke. This might be a good pinch towards Golden Blue, but the lockdown's there. Suka with one, but he still needs
Udah
to
main
feel the pressure
kontak.
of the lockdown.
Ah,
Breaks it
nice.
now. But the free position
Oh
for
my
Dominatus.
God.
They're on site here,
Correct.
Asurai, and they get their first round on the board for Lotus.
There you go. the point where we start losing hope
Yeah.
for them, they start to build build that bit of momentum on the round. Again, just pushing up,
Guys, you got
catching
this.
Fancy United, setting
Guys,
up
guys.
still while they're already halfway into the site, and that catch off on the Jin definitely much needed here for Dominatus. Still not over yet. There's much bank in Fancy United's wares right now. They got all the
Mereka
opportunity
terus
to
lebih
keep buying
pede
stuff,
daripada
and they still have so many setups
udah
that I think Dominatus will have
ragu
to try
mainnya
to
mereka.
deal with now in this
Tensinya
coming
otomatis
round.
kalau lebih pede mundur terus.
Now
Iya.
have momentum to work with. Yes, I can though still
Bro,
in that
come on.
powerful 3 position.
Wih, hancur bet ya Allah.
In the corner and
Ya
Jin will
Allah.
take advantage of it.
Rajanya lah cuma open gitu ya. Topiknya.
As it leads
Ada
now,
dua aja.
Dominatus trying to equalize the odds. Problem is, Spike's been left behind. And
Nice,
needs to
dapat.
reconvene to find a way
Let's
through.
go.
Fancy though, getting ready for contact.
Just
Suka
timing.
loses out on the duel. Advantage here for Dominatus.
Suka rotate.
Tupai also wanting to surprise onto Cruz. But I'm watching, yes I can here,
Yeah.
Asrai. He might be the one to get the right read at the
Tupai.
right time.
Kiri.
Wins it versus Tupai. Low
Wait,
HP here for
yang-
Fancy United. A small
Yeah.
advantage.
Yeah.
Dominatus, but they don't know Cruz is coming their way. Here
Melek pula.
we go with a 1v1. It has gotten scrappy yet again. With time for BRs to work with, he can actually rotate all the way to C if ever.
And it looks like Yesakan has read this as well. He's already halfway to the C site himself.
Bersnya ada ulti.
But if he goes through Waterfall, that alarm bot is going to spot him.
Oke.
Bior's, he's got everything working here for a man. He's got the HP, he's
Ente.
got the post plant, he's got the timing.
Wah, ente-nya.
No way! Oh my god, yes I can with the stun, with the scan, and with the finish on the round.
His name says it all, man. Yes, I can. Every moment that Fancy United needs him to step up in a 1v1 scenario, he delivers. He did it in that first map, does it here in the second, and just the read also
Lower.
versus
Lower,
2-5 if
lower.
I remember correctly. The fact that he was anticipating that push, keeping Cruz as protected as possible. Those are the kinds of calls from Fancy United on an individual basis that they have a
Nonton
way
biar gak
to
delay di
actually
mana,
go
Bos?
for the cover later
Twitch.
on. It isn't just yes I
Twitch,
can
eh?
staying in the tree area just to go for utility. He knows how to make his mark on the round.
And speaking of which, again, any safe playing player would not have gone what he just did. But experience and just savviness. he did
Masih
it.
gitu doang
Alright, they're
sama
doing the same thing
Fancy
they did a while
kan
ago.
rasanya.
Just to keep rushing into the site and clear,
Fancy
rather
tuh
keep it
maju
spawn,
aja udah
but
mereka
clear
pedenya
things
minta
up.
ampun.
And it's so smooth.
Yeah,
It's so smooth from Jin especially. Did you see that movement? The clear to the right, the clear to the left, the blast back there also into play. And Dominatus, they're fighting back with the Sheriff, but that's all he wrote there. From the shadows to get the spike, gold and blue, everything left to him. Has a rifle in hand, sure, playing inside the smoke even, but Fancy United, they have the numbers. They also have the angles to work with. And gold and blue, he will see you. Cruz spots out the hood already. Paranoia into play. Gold and blue backing off into halls. And it might be a wild goose chase. Paranoia is going to be there. Gold and blue decides to hold down the line. And okay. Okay, Suka. I see you. I see you.
Last round before the switch.
Golden Blue also chose the worst side probably to go into to try to handle that because of the traps from Suka. So that just kind of hurts. Anyways, 10-1. They just got cleared, man. There's nothing looking stellar here for
Jangan lupa kedip.
Dominatus. They got the one round again. I think they just caught Fancy slightly off of their game in that particular one. They can replicate that, maybe get the catch. Best case scenario. But can they do it is the question.
I mean, Fancy has basically pretended to be the attacker in that last round. And they just have complete control of this game so far. Dominatus, they have a Nightfall to work
Weh,
with.
aduh, kena lagi ini, bro.
And instead, the contact comes in favor of
Gitu
Yes,
mulu,
I Can. He's
maksudnya.
on the roll so far. We're watching Jindo playing the same angle alongside
Mereka tuh
Yomi
berkali-kali
Cruz.
gila main
Just
kayak gitu.
deja vu yet again. How many times do I need to see Cruz use
Kelar.
this?
Ini mapnya mereka ya, map
Dominatus
Dominatus ya.
towards Mound.
Map Dom, iya,
As
map
Tupa is the last one standing. It's 1v3. And
Pai,
Dominatus, sure, they open the door. The Viper spit into play, and Suka has marked his targets. 11-1 to end the half. Fancy United control is an understatement.
Switching sides.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I was looking for a different word to just add to that. You know, it just feels like there is some form of I don't know, dominance here. You know,
Bro, I watched Cruz play Mount around what 3-4 times to the same success again and again, and it's just like, okay, he's gonna do it again. Dominatus is unfortunately not gonna have the answer for it, and it's just been the case of the series so far.
Truly, he's done whack-a-mole, C-Mount edition. They just keep popping up like all the heads one by one, and he keeps hitting every single one of those as well as they follow up. Now, Fancy. All right, we reset the board. It's the pistols.
Crosshair gede banget, ya Allah.
All that good stuff.
Kenapa itu?
Crosshair apa itu?
Astaga.
Trap there. And be yours, yes.
Nggak ngerti lagi deh, itu pasti yakin gua. Iya. Udah.
I love it.
It's pretty big, Asteroid, huh?
Yeah.
Bisa gitu crosshair soalnya.
Gede banget sumpah.
Udah nggak bisa ngeliat crosshair titik tuh dia.
You know, people usually enjoy the smaller ones for Crosshair, but if Biors is a big one, big enjoyer, then so be it.
Well, it's big. It makes you feel like there's more to to see.
Siapa casternya ngomong gitu ya?
I hate it.
Crosshair is a box. It's pretty interesting to say the least. But in the end, Fancy United have rotated their way towards A, and we see this a lot for Vipers on Lotus. They leave the toxic screen towards this A side. It's something they can utilize to cross safely past the doorway and the staircase. And everything's left. 6 is isolated, has to hit these shots, and he cannot get it done. Suka with the first paint shells, keeping Golden Blue at bay.
Nice.
Timing is perfect. 2 for him. Golden Blue takes advantage, and suddenly things have been flipped on their head. Golden Blue still sticking around though. Nearby drop fish, keeping an eye out towards Rubble even. But Kapisha gets his target. It's now all left to Jin, and he can't handle the pressure. Dominatus take the opportunity to take the pistol.
Big push through the smoke that gives them very much needed catch-off space, and everybody else from Fancy was looking at the site, looking at the back of things, maybe on stairs.
Buat crosshairnya, buset, badannya ketutupan.
Asli.
Not only you can push through that, you can also your opponents as well, obviously. So that the catch-off and a shine, a glimmer, a chance for Dominatus here to build up something in the start.
Mirip udah segar.
I love the fact that in those kind of
Bombek ka manis.
Bisa.
But after a round like that, Fancy, they're gonna be playing the sheriffs.
Malah gue nyut-nyutan,
Keeping an eye out.
Iya, udah
Even more so now coming into the second half. And it's up to Dominatus to use this anti-eco advantage to the best avail.
Kipas dulu nggak sih?
Well, Fancy is also making use of the time and the pressure that they have on
ditonton kakaknya.
Lane on the mains here just to maybe pick up the orbs.
Iya, di terabangin tadi aku nonton ini live-nya si Son.
Assuming it's gonna be Jin because they want that showstopper.
Astagfirullahaladzim.
Yang nonton tuh si ini, Severin, Aaron. Terusan ARF, Lilo.
I mean the point
Di
goes
map
to
1 aja
Fancy
sih,
United
map 2
for
enggak ada.
the start of the round. But they still need to deal with Biors and his Bulldog preparing.
Weh, itu kesian itu si Biors sendiri.
An eye out on what Jin is gonna try to do thirds of the entry. Smokes out towards A.
Tolonglah.
Kena bait sama pintu.
Fancy United have decided.
Oke, bisa retake.
Paranoia gets connection 60, finding Suka on the lurk.
Wait,
Biors though has been overrun, and Fancy picking up a few guns to work with. The spray down from Golden Blue hits absolutely nothing. Jin instead the sharper shot, and it's 4v2. Things have turned for the worse here for Dominatus, but Chupai has a different answer.
Right
Here for Fisho. It's 3v2 for the time being. But Fisho, okay, still standing. Chupai gets the confirmation. Evened up odds. Chupai with the rifle in hand. Stepped up in the last round. Looking to do so here, but he's the only one still standing. Yes, I can! He does so again and again! The clutch for Fancy United. 12-2 as they move the series points.
Dominatus yang sudah dirombak ya guys.
I don't know what to say about that. That is just unexcusable right now for Dominatus. They had the pistol round. They had the chance. Their opponent was just trying to get the value by picking up orbs. And then out of nowhere, Cruz finds a pick. The player on the C site, Biors, gets confounded with flashes and everything. He gets a chance to shoot down Fischio, but then again, Cruz from right behind him with that solid shot at step play. It's just pure outplay. And at this point, that's just what it is.
Yeah, and this is where experience really is a factor. Fancy United has been touted to be one of Vietnam's best all throughout the year. Yes, they have struggled in the offseason so far, but here is a new beginning in the ESL Clash of Nations.
Wait, banyak-banyak innalillahi.
Critical picks at critical time. Jin stellar entries. And here we go yet again with a standard transfer from Fancy. Paranoia though. Jin is looking for a target or two. Capisha, the first to fall. And as he lets it rip, he has moved over towards the halls. It's 5v4.
Iya, dilihatin abangnya gimana gak getar, Pak.
You see Suka keeping tabs on it. Cruz though, ready for this one. Jin finding gold and blue. And it's all Fancy all throughout the day. This has been a dominant performance from Fancy United, especially here in the second map. And this might be the beginning of the end for Dominatus. Only one still standing is Tupai. The judge counts for at least one. But Fischio looks his opponent straight in the eye and says, this is our victory. 13-2, a 2-0 series to end Fancy United's win.
Yeah, and again, I was on a Copia, man. I thought Dominatus had something to bring to this series, which they did. Yes, they had some stellar rounds when they won it. They won it convincingly. But Fancy United saved
kekalahan yang mungkin dibutuhkan buat Dominatus.
With Boom Esports, this is a team that has had time
nunggu
to
yang
restructure themselves internally.
yang upper selesai dulu baru lower main.
A little bit in terms of the players, but most importantly, with how
mungkin
they
kekalahan yang
approach
dibutuhkan
these
Dominatus untuk
these
lebih
matches, so much better
develop
than
lagi,
what
lebih
we
improve lagi.
have seen in the past from them. And looking forward, so much better is what we are seeing here up against Dominatus.
And I love that Fancy United is finally
saja.
at ESL. Our two invited teams now basically move on as right to face off against each other in the days to come. And while Dominatus did fall, we did see some inklings of greatness from them. Some big moments we saw, especially in that first map, courtesy of Sixky. Tupai also coming in clutch in critical rounds near the tail end of that Lotus map. But in the end, experience is still such a big factor. And Fancy United, the
pengalaman buat mereka.
adjustments, the expertise on the agents especially,
Kedepannya biar
they had the
lebih
advantage from it.
100%.
Betul.
Again. And as well as the confidence, I think is
first debut juga lah ya, first
sorely
debut buat
lacking in that second
Dominatus
map for
yang
Dominatus there.
first terbaru buat main di kejuaraan istilahnya internasional. Ya nggak apa-apa, buat pengalaman juga Dominatus kedepannya, buat bahan improvement, buat menyadarin mereka kalau mereka tuh masih banyak ruang buat perbaiki. Apa-apa, chill.
The spawn of their own opponent, double satcheling in, as I mentioned.
This is the beginning.
Having that great fault line
the
support
beginning.
from Yes I Can is just the tip of the iceberg,
This is the
and
beginning.
it feels like they were
Is this
able
the
to come
beginning?
crashing down on the
In the beginning.
In the beginning.
Now that we've seen two teams dominate so far in the first day alone, I'm very excited for the next few days here, Asarai. But just a little bit of stats here to work with. Just a recap of what's happened. 13-2 in a big game, especially from Cruz. One of the newer additions to the Fancy United.
Lower bracket kira-kira kapan main tuh?
Tanggal 1.
Tanggal 1 ya.
Lawan X-Split yang trying our best.
I believe a moment in Siko, in Miogang, in Team Ronin, but this is where really he's stepping on that for Fancy
Tadi mainnya
United.
ketahan banget kan beneran.
Ketahan banget.
Kayak yang aku bilang.
Promoted the Fancy United because they have
Nanti kita lihat apa yang Sangkui
Yeah, absolutely. Again, you mentioned
pikirkan.
it just feels like he replicated or created so many
Masih
deja
nggak
vu
teguran
moments
Sangkui.
on C Mount. Yeah, that he
Yang
was just
Sangkui
looking
lihat lah
rather
dari tadi.
unstoppable. I did mention as while ago that Fancy United, it felt like the series that they played were hit or miss, but this time they definitely hit the mark on that one, and their opponents to watch out for in the oncoming upper semifinals is going to, or match 7 is going to be Boom Esports, of course. That is definitely something to watch out for. So this means that we have our match 7 and also
Itu Dewa
our
United
match
kah?
5 for the lower
Iya.
bracket is trying your best versus Dominatus.
Yeah, so the 2 invited teams on the upper
PDM
bracket,
tuh
the 2
kondominium ya?
qualifier teams in the lower bracket.
Punda,
looking to eliminate
tim
one another.
Singapura.
Seems like it's a bit par for the
Full
course from
Singapura.
what we saw so far today.
Berarti
Boom
dari Indo
being
2 ya?
very
Dari Indo
impressive
3,
with
Dewa,
the roster that they
Boom,
have right now.
sama
There has to be a
Dominatus.
few things happening backstage to
Oh ya,
show
Boom ya.
how coordinated they've been so far, and Fantasy United finding the form that we expect for them instead. So overall, it's
Betul.
kind of a bit predictable,
Udah,
truthfully, from
bukan-
what we saw in the results so
udah
far.
luar
But
biasa
at the
banget
same
loh.
time, here in the offseason is a new beginning for some of these re-roster teams.
Makanya
And I'd say
Dominatus
Fantasy
ini
United, with
masih
those 2 additions for both of them,
Dia
butuh
mampang
banyak
tuh.
really starts
masih butuh
for
banyak
basically the rest of
ruang
the
ya,
year.
maksudnya masih butuh banyak hal yang
That
harus
just means
dipelajarin.
that with 2 of the series down right now, guys, that's the end for us for today. We'll be seeing you tomorrow for more action.
Ini
here
turnya
at Clash of Nations 2023.
nanti finalnya di mana nih?
My name is Asaroy. With me
Thailand,
is,
offline.
Thailand.
Dax.
Kalau final ini tuh online untuk untuk ngedecide siapa yang bakal ke Thailand offline nanti, lawan Talon dan qualifier Thailand lainnya.
I ordered as
Oh guys, makasih yang tadi udah nonton juga.
Iya, terima kasih semuanya. Walaupun kita tidak bisa memberikan game yang
Kita nggak bisa.
terbaik, tapi
kita udah berusaha sekuat mungkin lah ya.
betul, tanggal 1 lagi nanti ya guys ya, lihat lagi.
Kalian tunggu, gua bakal live lagi, kita nonton lagi Dominatus di
Oh.
bracket, oke guys.
Over 30 languages.
Makasih
This
banyak
isn't
sudah
just for the
menonton.
boys or just for PC gamers. This
Bang,
is
jika ada yang
GG
mau
for all
disampaikan.
in the era for
Ya guys ya, tinggal saksiin aja nanti tanggal 1 Dominatus, karena pastinya Dominatus bakal belajar dari kesalahan dan bakal lebih bagus lagi nanti tanggal 1 ngelawan trying our best lah ya. Iya, kita masih punya kesempatan di lower bracket ya untuk bisa ke final nanti lah ya.
This isn't minor league. This is the company
Kalian
trusted
udah
by
pada
the
mau
biggest
nonton.
brands and publishers. This is
Di tanggal
expressing
1 nanti,
yourself.
oke?
This is the
Bye bye guys.
This is where everybody can be somebody.